Probably nobody. Probably. What's up? Wake up. What's up with you, bro? What's up, bro? My thing at right here. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Interesting news this morning. Representative, was it Omar? Omar got somebody tried to skeet some stuff on her or something like that. She got rushed. She got rushed and she ran to the fight. Though that's the thing about it, man. When you look at this stuff, you just watch. And people online on Twitter, they're saying it was staged. I mean, I don't know about that, but at the end of the day, yeah, man. I mean, I didn't know that. I got to say that's interesting to me the way she ran to the fight, man. You don't expect that. You know, you don't expect that. You think people, in fear. You really think people walk around they live in fear? Not all of them. And she ran to that fight, man. She didn't back down at all. I don't know what the guy had a syringe. Maybe he was going to try to stick her and he got close and he wasn't able to do what he was trying to do. But she rushed him, man, and then that guy grabbed him, and man, that's something to see, man. We got the video, man. We only got a little bit of it, but I'm gonna show this right here. You tell me what you think, man, because I think this is wow that this would happen right here. Here we go. Let me go get it. I think this is it right here. What is it, about 21 seconds. I think this is it. Here we go. Here we go, right here. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Here we go. Right here. Look at that, man. She going after that dude, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I know from a political standpoint, people don't like her. I know Trump don't like her. And they're on Twitter saying it's staged. Man, I don't know, man. I don't expect that out of my representative. I do. I mean, I understand, but that's my representative. But to knuckle up right here and go at this dude, she went after this dude, man. Look at this. She finna whoop. Look at that. She got her fist back. She finna whoop that dude's ass. I don't know, man. I mean, I get it. You don't like her politically, but still, though, man, that's having some guts, man. You know what I mean? That's being tough. That's not a coward right there. She ran to the fight, man. She ran to the fight. See, what you're starting to see is that the people who claim to be tough, those are really the cowards. And the people who people think are cowards, they're pretty tough. She ran to the fight, brother. A lot of you niggas won't run to no fight. She ran to the fight. She didn't run from the fight. She went after that dude. Look at this. She got her fist up. Look, I don't. This is she out of Minnesota and stuff. And Trump, they stay on her. I get that they want to deport her, and I get all of that stuff. Look, but she ran to the fight, man. What you gonna do? You gonna lie about it? She ran to the fight. And all of you guys, we all got representatives. How many of you guys representatives gonna run to a fight? That's a woman, bro. She ran to the fight, bro. Bro, we gotta be real out here, man. We gotta come on, man. We gotta respect this shit. She ran to the fight. Yeah, so what, come on, man. Come on, man. Dude went up there, and that's probably why he got punked. Dude went up there with that syringe. He thought he was gonna be able to cower her. That woman looked at him, bro. That dude backed off to the side and skeeted that stuff and was finna get his ass whooped. And that security finally grabbed the dude. You know what I'm saying? But she ran to the fight, though. I'm just saying, man, if you want to see the true test of somebody's character, this is when you find out. Under fire, what kind of person they are when the heat comes. What kind of person are they? That woman ran to that woman was finna, man, she's finna throw. She was finna throw, bro. She was finna throw, you know what I'm saying? This is a representative, man. This is a United States representative. And she ran to the fight. And I know this hurts a lot of niggas. I know a lot of you hardcore Trump. This hurts. This hurts. He said, he said, it's WWE. I got you, man. I got you. That's WWE. I don't know. I don't think this is fake, man, but that don't mean you got to like her, though. I mean, I get that part, but still. And she is already in office, and she is in Minnesota, so she'll probably remain there, but still, to just sit up here and act like, your representatives, are putting up their fist and going after people. And she did, man. A lot of people don't like that either. Because of the things they say about it, they don't like that. It's going to have a hard time to stick on her, man. She just passed the test. It's going to be hard to put that on her. She just passed the test. You got Jasmine Crockett up there. She a woman talking, just going after them. Now you got Ilhan. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, I don't see a lot of toughness coming from the guys, man. And I get all of that, man. I'm a man and masculine, and Vance and Trump and bring back masculinity. Okay, let's do that. But damn, that woman didn't back down, man. That dude, if anybody backed down, it was him. If anybody backed down, that dude backed down, bro. Whoever that crazy dude was, and that was a man. We're seeing cowardice come out of these men. That was a man. We see the cowards, the guys are being the cowards. This dude went up there. I don't know what he was trying to prove. I guess he thought she was gonna be afraid of him, man. That dude ran his ass off. And this is a married woman with kids, a representative, man. She ain't back down, man. Here we go.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
Now that's the tough guy getting his ass hauled up out of there. Woo, that's something, man. I don't know, man. To me, that's impressive to me, man. She stood up under fire. As far as her politically, you might not agree with her politics, but still, she stood up to that. Plus, this is still a representative. So, man, now I can't co-sign that, man. We don't believe in, what happened to Charlie Kirk. Trump made a big deal about Kirk. This woman was under fire. This man, if he would have stuck her with that syringe, he could have took that woman's life. He had some type of substance in that syringe, which certainly would have poisoned her blood, man. And she stood up to him. Nah, look at him. Nah, I knew that. He said she attempted to do it after. Nah, man, she went after that dude while it was just her and him. It was just her. If the bodyguard grabbed him, but if the bodyguard didn't grab him, she was finna swing on him. In front of that whole room, man, she was finna swing on that dude. And they got that dude. That dude's arrested. They got him, whatever. They're going to look at that syringe and find out what was in it, and he'll be charged appropriately. But still, though, man, if you guys are serious, you don't think that you're not impressed. But I'm saying, even if you don't like her, though, you're not impressed by that? You're not impressed by a U.S. representative standing up under fire? You're not impressed by? I'm trying to think of the last time I saw that. I can't remember, man. Most of the time, they cower behind you. Isn't that like in the hip-hop community? Isn't that an insult? You hide behind your bodyguards? Isn't that an insult? Isn't that a symbol that you're not a tough guy? Isn't that what they say? And then we look at a representative. She's not hiding behind her bodyguards. She's about to go out here and throw. I have no idea what this guy said. He says they want to date her. Well, she's a married woman. I mean, I don't know about that. I'm just talking about that she stood her ground, man. That's all, man. You would have think she would have would have screamed or she would have ran for cover. She didn't do that, man. And that stuff, whatever you calling that stuff, they're gonna look at that. They're gonna find out what's in that syringe. They got the evidence. They got it on video. This dude's finna do some time, bro. That's a U.S. representative. That's a big deal. This dude finna he gonna be in jail a minute, whoever he is or whatever his intentions were. It said he said, what's up with all these folks out here trying to run a play? I don't know, man. There are people on Twitter that's saying this was staged. And why was it staged? Why? Because she wasn't afraid. She didn't back down. Ain't that something, man? And they doing this in front of us, man. And look, you can like her, you can dislike her. But when it came the true test of her character, she finna whoop that dude's ass. I didn't expect that, man. I mean, I didn't expect that. I was like, damn. Damn, did you see this, man? Hold on, let me play it again, man. Maybe you didn't see it the first. Here we go. Look at that, got her fist up. She's finna throw, man. Now, that's I don't know, man. I gotta admit, man, that throw you off because you don't expect that, but that's a tough woman right there. Right there, man. And you talk about courage and stuff, you respect courage and character. This woman has a lot of character and a lot of courage, man. And she's doing this in the face of the president of the United States is going after this woman. And I know who that is, man. And I get all of that in Somalia and all of the corruption in Minnesota. You think I don't know that? I know exactly all of that. But I'm talking about this man came in there. Guess what? Vote out of office. That's how you do that. You vote, you get in the line, you wait, and you cast your vote. And you vote out of office because you don't want to be in office. And if you don't like it, just move out of Minnesota. But you don't go up there with no dirty syringe and try to stick somebody in their arm. And you got caught too, bro. Woo, this dude finna do a minute. This dude finna do a minute. And the world sees that this woman right here, she gonna stand on it. And what is it tough? Well, who is tough then? If this was not a symbol of being tough, who's tough? Define what tough is. This was a display of toughness. Should it have happened? No, it should not. Do I think it's a good idea for her to be out here throwing hands as a rep? No, I don't. Yeah, you don't expect. That's what I'm saying. It's like, damn, she finna whoop that man. You don't expect that to happen, man. You don't expect that. There you go. Don't raise your hand at a man you married with kids. Yeah, but she didn't care, man. I'm sure that dude was surprised. Isn't that something, man? This is the country we live in now. Now the women are whooping ass. I think this is going to change the opinions a lot of people have of her. It doesn't change the corruption in Minnesota. But she's going to be viewed through a different lens now because of what she did. And this was under fire, bro. This was somebody came at her. She didn't back down from that. Not only did she not back down, she went in to whoop it. You see that? He said 5 years max, $10,000 fine. Yeah. And whatever they sprayed on or whatever, I don't know what that is. And she kept talking. And the guy got her out of there. She was fighting with the bodyguard. He got out. He said, no, you got to go. She kept talking. She said, no, I want to finish. And she's talking about impeachment. She's standing up to this stuff, man. Show the other angle. Only got that. That's the only one I can really show. I didn't want to show the other one. But what I'm saying is, in the face of adversity, she didn't back down. And I know a lot of people, because they're partisan and they already got their mind made up, and she's a liberal and we hate liberals, and and that's, to me, I don't get that, because it's like, who said you got to vote for? You still got to say, hey, who said you got to vote for you? But you got to be impressed. You got to be impressed the way she conducted herself under fire, man. That's I don't recommend she handles that way, but she didn't get down. She didn't cower down. But we live in a world now where that don't matter, right? Don't believe your lying eyes, right? Just whatever I tell you is how to think. Ain't that something? So now niggas is trying to tell me how to think about what I just saw. That woman stood up and she went after that guy. Oh, she didn't. It was staged. Oh, it's fake. Oh, I'm like, wait a minute, but you ain't gotta like her, but she went after the man. She stood up to these dudes, and a lot of these dudes are punks. A lot of these dudes, they're wrapped in masculinity or they're wrapped in a man package, but they're punks. That dude's a punk. That woman ain't afraid of this. That woman, she built for this. She ain't afraid of that bullshit, all that stuff people saying about her. That woman don't care. She's sitting up there saying, bring it. And we're starting to see more and more of that coming out of the women. That's what we're starting to see, more and more of that coming out of the women. And they're going to have a hard time, man, MAGA. You're going to have a hard time with this one, MAGA, trying to convince America they didn't see what they saw. I don't know about that, man. You see? Yeah, look at that guy said. He said fake. You got, oh, that's okay. All right. You're right. It's all fake, man. You're right. It's fake. She's already elected. What is she faking? But you're right, though, man. It's fake, man. Okay. I hope nothing happens to any of them. I think you vote all your officials. I think you disagree with your representative. I think you cast your vote. I don't think you go to a town hall and attack one of them. This guy did. She stood her ground. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, you don't have to give her credit for that. You know, it'll last 15 seconds and then it'll be gone. But this is a unique individual. This is very interesting because how many of them, come on, we all have representatives. How many of them would stand up like that? Do you really? A lot of them wouldn't. A lot of them are fold. A lot of them have, just they don't want to be next to the people, man. She right next to her constituents, right next to them. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? He said, I'm not impressed with this woman's behavior. Standing there and defending herself would have been more sexier. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see on that, all that other stuff. See, you try to, she's about that life. Thank you. Thank you. And that don't mean, see, if you say that immediately, Abe, if you say something, I'm looking at what I saw some kind of way that it's like we're living in a world where these people are so partisan that they just don't make sense, man. They're brainwashed. They're brainwashed. They're brainwashed. You guys are brainwashed, man. You guys are so partisan. You don't believe in what you see now. That woman didn't back down. A lot of you Negroes would have backed down. A lot of you dudes would have backed down. You would have ran your ass off that stage so quick. That woman took the fight to him. Ilhan, look, she takes the fight to him. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Got her fist ball. She was going up. She was going to whoop that man's ass. Instead of saying, yeah, man, she did that. I don't like her politics. Or, okay. You can't do that though, right? See, they can't. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what world we live in now. I don't have no problem with this woman. This is a representative. She's in Minnesota. If she broke the law or something, she should be dealt with accordingly. I don't have no problem with this woman. I'm glad she stood her ground, though. I don't think anybody should attack a representative. I think you go into the voting booth. I think all of them should be proud of her. And the Republican Party has endorsed it. Republican Party has come out in support of that act. And, so that's how you do that, man. We live in a different world now. What is going on? We're so partisan that if someone is a different in a different political party that makes everything they do bad? That's where we're at now? Everything they do? I don't want to see any of them attacked. This man needs to be held accountable. This man needs to go to jail. He's a man. He ran after this woman, and she put him down. And we, of course, this guy thinks, we got a guy in the chat box. He says it's staged. He doesn't know how, but because he saw it on the internet. So because he saw it on the internet, it has to be staged. Bruh. And that's where we at, man. That's where we at with it now. I don't know, man. She came across pretty tough to me. And she's a, historically, you wouldn't expect, the female, man, she's tougher than a lot of these representatives that's men. She's tougher than those guys. She's way tougher than those guys, man. She's tough. Because and it's probably, a lot of them dudes would have ran for cover. That woman took the fight to that man rushed that stage. How old is it? Let me see. This is a married woman. How old is Ilhan? Ilhan, my fault. She's how old? Age. That woman, 43 years old, a 43-year-old married woman with kids, proceeded to try to put hands. She went after that dude. Look at that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just, you don't expect to see stuff like that coming from representatives. Somebody put the WWF. No, it's not, man. It's the real world, man. But you forget that, man. I mean, she's a real one, man. She ain't afraid. She's strong, man. Dude came up, he bought it, she bought it. He won't. Yeah, I don't know, man. We can fight it though. People gonna say it's staged and it's fake and all of that. Okay, whatever you want to believe, man. Remember, she's already elected. She's already an elected official, and this is going to endear her to America. She's just in Minnesota, man. This is the type of shit you can run for office and win with. You certainly can become a senator. She certainly can go up the next level. This is the type of courage under fire that we applaud in America, man. This is what we are. This is what we're made of. And I get it. She's Somali and all of that. But this is the type of courage under fire that burns in the breast of all Americans, right? Right? Or are you guys so fucking brainwashed? Good Lord. Are you guys that stupid, man? We're moving away from that. I thought we were Americans, man. I thought this was what we looked up to. This was a representative. This woman was attacked. You make that decision. You don't like our politics. You go to the voting booth. That's how you decide that. But what she showed was the type of courage that burns in the breast of all Americans, brother. Whether you like it or not, you stupid fucking nigga. Good Lord, the black man, God, they're so stupid, man. These niggas are so brainwashed. That woman showed courage under fire. That's the heart we want, and all of us have to have this. We stand up. We don't cower. That's what we're about. And that's what she showed. That's what she represents. And this is gonna have a big impact, I can see her going to become a senator now. I can see her. She has a promising future, man. And she made a lot of these dudes look like cowards. A lot of them, man, and we're going to see how it unfolds, man. People are going to say they don't, it's staged, it's fake, it's not real. Well, we'll find out if it's real. But this is supposed to be the type of courage and character that we are proud of as American, that we champion. This is what we're supposed to look and hope that we all share. And I understand we live in a divided political climate, but come on, man, for real? She stepped up to the plate, man. When challenged, she didn't back down. She didn't run and hide. This is what we fight for. This is what we're about. We're Americans, man. This is the blood of an American, man. Our red-blooded American, what she displayed. And I get all that other stuff. I get that. But it came from her. You can't deny that shit happened. It came from her. No, she's Somali and all that stuff. And I know what's going on right now with immigration and all of that. But still, she displayed the type of courage under fire that burns in the breast of all Americans. She displayed that. Not going to sit here and deny that. She did. Now, do I recommend others? I don't recommend they do that. That's too dangerous. But they came at her. He came at her, and she has a right to defend herself. And she took the fight to him. And a lot of men could learn a lesson from what they see. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And I think this, from a political standpoint, this is going to move her higher up. I don't know how far, but she might become a senator behind this. It's very possible Minnesota may put her in. I don't know who the senator is in Minnesota. You know, she might become one of them. It's very possible. This makes careers. What we just saw, this is how this can make your career. I'm going to say, as far as president, I won't go that far, but senator, I can see her become a senator. Okay, he says, okay, I'm going to go by what you said. I'm going to check. He says, Ilhan Omar is not an American. Okay, what is she? Is she American? It says, Omar is the first Somali American in the United States Congress, the first woman of color to represent Minnesota. She's also one of the first two Muslim to serve in Congress. She's Islamic, woman of color, Somali American. They're saying she's an American. That's what they're saying. I mean, what you want me to say? You guys say she's not American. Why? Why? Why is she not American? Help me. She's Muslim too, man. Y'all better stop fucking around. Y'all gonna get you okay? Y'all keep y'all. Says she's Somalian American, brother. What? Okay, she's American. You ever heard of Irish American? She's Somalian American. What about it? That means she's not American. She may not be American to you, but she's in the United States Congress, and she's holding her position. This is going to make her stronger, man. And all the lies, man, you know what? This is just going to make her stronger. That's all it's going to do, man. It's going to make her stronger. I know it don't, but you guys would, the guys in the chat, you would never vote for her anyhow. She's already elected. She's not trying to win your vote. If anything, you are cementing that you're biased. You don't care. Okay. I mean, we'll see, man. Now, the wheels of power, we'll see. That dude, look at this. Look at this right here. He said, look at this. Look at it. He said, why do you support her? I'm not in Minnesota, brother. I think that I'm impressed. She stood her ground. Somebody came at her and she stood her ground. That's all you got, bro. That's all you got. That dude, that's all you Negroes got. Do you want something? See, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. We're all happy nothing happened to her, though, right? Right? We're all happy nothing happened to her, right? I mean, am I on the wrong? Did I forget something wrong? She's still a U.S. rep, man. We don't want to see something happen to her. We don't. If you don't agree with your rep, you vote them out of office. That's how we handle things in this country, right? Because I'm starting to get confused. Ain't that how we handle things? Do I have it wrong or what? He said she don't do nothing for Black America. That's interesting. Who is doing something for Black America? She works in Minnesota, right? That's who she represents. But you said she ain't doing nothing. Interesting. That's interesting. Said, who supports us Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, the one who built the country? You tell me, brother. You tell me. Said that was fake. He said they lying on Omar. Well, they'll find out, right? Well, once again, man, this is what I keep trying to tell you. I'm not a partisan, man. I'm an American. You guys look at yourselves as partisan. You're Democrat, Republican. I look at myself as an American. I was born an American. I'll die an American. Politically, I can be any kind of way I want to be. You guys confine yourself to a political leaning. Like that shit means something. I know you get a lot of money for it. Guys do get paid to do it. But no, I'm an American, and what she represented to me is the type of courage under fire that burns in the breast of all Americans, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I like that. I'm impressed by that. She stood her ground. Thank you. Thank you. That's all Yeah, that's what. Hey, we're not cowards over here. We're strong on the world stage. They saw that. That's what we want. I'm a proud to be an American. We need more of this, man. Southern says she not red, she not blue, she black. Okay. You certainly are free to think like that. You certainly are free. But guess what? She did it. So at the end of the day, no matter what you think, she did it. She stood up under fire. She did it. It goes back to when blacks would do things in the service and they wouldn't give them an award because they were black. The black person would be the hero. He would save the unit, but they didn't want to award a black person. So they wouldn't give him his award. He saved the unit, but we ain't going to give you no award. And I'm sitting up here listening to people talk like that now about this woman. That woman stood under fire, man. But you don't want to give her no award, right? Can't give her no credit, right? That's crazy, man. That's where we're at now. We've been brainwashed to think like that now. I'm supposed to look at this and not see courage under fire? I'm supposed to not see courage under fire. That's where we're at. I'm an American, man. I saw an American representative take the fight to the wicked. I saw somebody run at the evil. She didn't cower. But we've become so brainwashed. That we don't see ourselves as Americans now. We see ourselves as liberal. Are you guys that fucking feeble-minded that you can let somebody do that to you? What's the politics of this? And I'm very aware they don't like her. She's, Somali and all of that, and Trump wants to I get all of that part, but still that doesn't change. She stood up. Courage under fire. This is what we look for that. We stand up for each other, right? And we know that a guy says it's staged and all of that. I got you, a paid actor. Okay. Well, what do you expect him to say, huh? That still doesn't take from the way she conducted herself. You have to admire courage under fire, man. That's what we are about, right? We're Americans, right? We're not going to back down from a fight. Right? Right? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm impressed by that, man. Look, hats off to Ilhan Omar. She ain't to be played with. She said, man, the ladies, man, are really showing up, man. They really showing up, man. These political waters, they are showing up, man. I mean, like, damn. You can play with it, bro. When she stood up, man. And not only did she stood up to the dude, but she went after the dude. Look at this. Ain't that something, bro? Ain't that something? We're going to drop the link, man. Let me see. I'm going to see if anybody's got something to say about it. I wanted to cover it, man. I saw it. I couldn't believe it happened. We send our prayers out to this woman and her family. No representative should be attacked. No, none of them. You disagree, you handle it at the voting booth. Yeah, that's how you handle it, man. You said it was a Trump supporter? Says she's American. You said she's not American. Says she's Somali American. Yeah, she has a right to defend herself. Yeah, all of them do. We're against political violence, right? Hey, let me see if is anybody blaming the right. They said the Dems own Charlie Kirk. You Democrats, you liberals, you own Charlie Kirk. Remember that? I'm trying to see, has anybody come forth and said this is the right and the right own this? I haven't seen that. Here we go. Here go, Mr. I don't believe my lying eyes. Go ahead, brother.
Good morning. Good morning, Brad, to you in the chat. I don't believe it's an authentic event. Just like a lot of partisan people didn't believe that event that happened in Pennsylvania with our now current president. You remember all that? Oh, it's fake. It's
what
fake.
They said?
He gets up pumping it. Yeah, he gets up pumping his fist. Now that got Americans pumped up.
Okay.
Straight up. He pops up and he like, come on, bring it. Fight.
Okay.
This lady, she gets a free lick in when they holding dude. She gets to steal off on him when they was holding him. What kind of shit is that?
Oh, she should have just fought him.
She had her fist ball. Did she steal off on him? Did she punch him?
No, she didn't make it all. She stopped.
I was about to say, it's like 5 dudes holding dude down. Then she gonna go and steal off on him. That shit
get
ain't.
out of
That's
here. Now
weak.
you talking crazy now, bro. This nigga lost his mind.
She ran up on him after about 6 niggas is holding him down, man. Come on. That ain't courage.
this is gonna help her politically. You know that, right?
Nah, it's gonna help. Look, Platt, basically her whole constituent base are those Somalis up there.
Yeah, but this is gonna take her to the next level, though. This that she stood up and ran after that guy. This actually, because you guys, you say she's Somali American. I won't give her. She could move all the way up to president, but I can see her becoming a state senator.
No way. Minnesota will never do that. I just
Oh,
don't
yes.
see it.
After this, they will.
Those Minnesotans ain't gonna. No. They didn't even allow her to her fellow countrymen, Somali American, to even win the mayoral race up there. You know why? That current mayor who was there during the George Floyd incident as well, he understood that there was a division. There's a division in those Somalis up there, and he used that division.
Mhm.
He used that division to beat Captain Phillips looking dude that was running for mayor. Those people up there know that they're not unified.
This incident is going to propel her to a higher level in politics.
No.
See,
nah, man, Americans don't respect it.
Americans do respect courage under fire.
I'm not saying that, but Americans are looking at this with a jaundiced eye right now.
Some of them are.
I'm looking all over and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing pop up.
No,
it's just
some
fake.
Yeah, we'll see if that works. We'll see if that works. But I don't think that's going to work, man. I think collectively we're all Americans, right? All this political division bullshit.
Yes.
I think collectively we respect courage under fire. And I get it. There are going to be people who say, oh, it's fake and she didn't do nothing and la and she's Somali. I'm telling you, overall, that's going to help her politically, and it's going to help her politically. She's going to be.
Let me give you some motives, though. Let me give you some motives on why she might want to do this. Did you know that DOJ has her under investigation right now?
Are you serious, man? Are you really serious about?
She's under investigation
Are you serious, brother?
The Pam Bondi has her under investigation.
Fake ass bullshit. You believe that?
Okay, it's true. Look,
you believe that?
Yeah.
What about Obama? They got Obama on investigation.
No. But they have her under investigation.
Well, hold up. What about Obama?
He's not. But she is.
They done said there a bunch of times that he was messing with the election.
But he is not under a formal.
They haven't started it yet?
He's not under a formal investigation, but she is.
That's it. Okay. And what? So she still got almost attacked, brother.
Okay, well
she is a United States representative, and she came under fire, and she showed courage under fire.
Sure.
Okay, that's stop. Full stop. I don't know about the rest of that stuff. I know what I just saw.
That's part of the news.
No, it's not, because she's a U.S. rep right now, and she showed courage under fire.
Okay, that's your narrative. I get it, but I'm telling
you, that's what happened.
I just told you that's a motive on why she might want to pull a stunt like this.
Okay, okay.
You don't think these people are actors and actresses? They get up and lie to their constituents all the time.
Hold up, you just said what happened in Pennsylvania was real.
I didn't say that. I said it was the same thing as when people were saying, partisan people were saying that was fake.
And what what supporter or actor? Because there was a body that was pulled off that roof.
I didn't say
it seemed pretty real to me what happened in Pennsylvania.
I get it. I'm just telling you that's what partisan people were saying.
And this right here seems pretty real to me. It's going to be harder though for it's going to be harder for the people who are against her to make their point against her when she shows courage under fire, because that's a rare trait. That's rare. That's not common. And she
What
did
they're
show
going-
it. She did show it.
what
I
they're
don't know.
going-
I don't
no.
know, Ilham. I don't know. I didn't think she had it in there. Hold up. Look at this. I don't know, brother. That's courage under fire right there, brother.
Hey, play that video when they was asking her about that fraud up there, and she just kept on walking and laughing.
I don't have that video.
Yeah, it's plenty of those clips out there too. Because look, when she came in Congress,
she's still
she
a
was
U.S.
flat broke.
She's
Now
still
she's 30 million. She's a 30.
Well,
she has
yeah.
30 million.
Just her? Is it just her?
How you come from being
Hold
flat
up, brother.
broke
Hold
to
up,
30
brother.
million?
Hold up, brother. All of them rich. Wait a minute. Is it just her?
I don't know about.
Yeah, that's
I know
ridiculous.
she's
Bro,
under the spotlight.
let me tell you something, brother. You're being ridiculous, okay? You're being ridiculous.
Hey, Corey Bush ain't rich like that. You know, Corey Bush here from St. Louis, the one that got beat by Wesley Bell. You know, the one that used to always
I don't
talk
know.
about his racist.
That's one thing.
But she's not rich like that.
Hold on.
Corey
One thing you do is you think I really keep up with I really don't. I just know what I saw.
Okay. Well, she was
I'm
a
not.
black
I
woman.
don't know nothing about these people, man. Who got money? The guy who's the representative in Florida. I don't know. How would I know?
Well, I'm just telling you, she's not rich like. She don't have 30 million.
Who
don't got that kind of bread.
And she want to talk about who is this person? You said her name is what?
Corey Bush.
Is she currently a representative?
No, she just lost.
Okay, she lost.
But she was in there for a couple of terms.
Yeah, I don't know what they. So I never heard of her.
She was on the news quite often.
In St. Louis?
She was part of the squad.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. They do have that. You're right. They got a. It's yeah.
Yeah,
and we'll see how this. We'll see how this goes. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's going to go in her favor. I do. You know, I think it's going to go in her favor. You know, you can dislike her. Is she a tether? She could be a tether. Was she born here, or she was
born in Somalia. She was born in Somalia.
Oh, okay, so she's what? What would she be considered?
She's a tether.
Okay, she's a tether. Label her a tether, right? Now check this out. Did she not show courage under fire? See what I'm saying? That don't mean, okay, she's a tether under investigation, all of that. But she's still a United States rep, right?
Yes, she is.
So, and she showed courage under fire, right? Now you don't agree with that, but I'm saying that she showed courage under fire. Yeah, to me that. So
it's your show. You get to say that. Yes.
She showed courage under fire, man, and what she showed me, because I'm a veteran. Well, I'm a veteran.
Yes.
What she showed me is what I want my fellow comrade, my fellow American, to show under fire, courage under fire. I don't want him to run. When the bullets come, I don't want him to run out of the foxhole and start.
Right.
I want him to stand there, man. And guess what? Some of us ain't gonna make it. Some of us are not gonna make it out of here. But we're gonna show courage under fire. We're gonna still this threat. We're gonna defend the flag against this threat. And that's what she did.
You gotta remember,
because when you wait a minute, when you attack a U.S. rep, when you attack a someone who is politically, they're elected, you are attacking the flag. You're not really attacking them.
No,
that's
that white guy. That white guy is not looking at it like that. He's not looking at it like that.
Brother, that's the way he better start looking at it like that.
No, he's looking at it like she's not part of America. I guarantee you that white guy, he's not looking at her as an American.
Well, she actually is. She represents that district, and that's the flag, bro. She's a part of America, and that guy attacked America. Brother, you got to understand politics. If they're elected, you probably want to leave them alone. You can go to the voting booth and disagree with him, but what he did, attack one, because see, you got to understand. I don't know. We're divided politically right now. Everything's, everybody's on one side. But all of those reps, they know it. All them congressmen attack against one is an attack against all. You cannot say it's okay to attack this one because you don't agree with them. No, you can't attack none of them.
Well, they're all actors and actresses. Yeah, I know they get along for the most part. Yeah, I understand. Because I remember when the dude got attacked at the baseball, at that soft.
Yeah.
All came together. Yeah, I understand that, you know. But only thing I'm saying, that's why I think it was staged. It wasn't no strap involved.
How are you gonna prove it's staged?
It's no way I can. It's no way I can.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be the first to admit that. Yeah. But that won't affect people's opinion. Now I agree. Some people will agree, think that she showed courage. She stood up to that man, and she didn't back down. She didn't cower. But then you got people that's gonna think, like I do, that was kind of that was put on. I don't think nothing's gonna happen to Ilhan Omar. I think she's connected to I call it the syndicate. Some people call it the powers that be.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
If we have another election and the Democrats get in office because of this incident, she's going to be put in a very powerful position. Because
she might be over some powerful committee. Yeah, some powerful committee.
Because of this incident, though, I can see her, coming into the cabinet. Once again, the levels of power, man. So look, I don't know, because like you're right. I mean, the president actually, if you're a rep and the president is against you, that gives you so much attention. It can make or break you.
Up to a certain point. Yeah, no doubt. But
they keep singling. Look, a representative, just a rep, man. You're just a rep. They keep highlighting you. That puts the power on you above all the other ones.
Hey, look, they did that for Jasmine Crockett, and she about to get blown out the water in Texas for the Senate race. They put the spotlight on her. They put the spotlight on AOC. She may become a senator, but Schumer hasn't decided not to run yet again. So we'll see. They put the spotlight on certain congresswomen. I admit.
But you stand there and say you're not impressed by what you saw, as far as this town hall that went wrong. We're just different. You're right. We're just different, Brooke. I'm an American, brother. I'm an American.
I'm American too.
I don't think any of them should be attacked. I think you handle that at the voting booth. And what I saw was courage under fire, brother. I'm sorry, man. We're not supposed to say that's not courage under fire. Right? I don't know. That's what I don't get. No, I don't get. I'm like, wait a minute. So that's not courage under fire?
If you say so. But I think courage under fire is actually voting to help your constituents, even if you're going against the syndicate. The syndicate could be the people that give you all that money for your campaign. That's courage under fire. Doing what's right for your constituents.
Standing against someone who's coming to harm you. That's not courage under fire.
Standing up for people that really need your help in your constituency. That's courage under fire. Even if it goes against the people that's feeding you.
But this is
even if it goes against the people that's feeding you.
Hold up, and this is not right.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, that ain't nothing. Because the bodyguard, because what's gonna happen is happen. The bodyguards, she know the bodyguards was gonna get dude. Now that's she may come
why'd he get up? Okay, well, why'd he get up? So if you know the bodyguard's going to be there, why did that man stand up, walk toward her, and if you notice, she just looked at him, and then he stood to the back, and then she ran after his ass. Now,
after they had grabbed him?
Nope. Before.
Okay.
Why you keep trying? This is ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. You trying to diminish this woman. This woman displayed courage under fire. Do you know Black Americans? Hold up, Mr. FBA. Did you know Black Americans, they used to deny them medals because they were Black? Because they displayed courage. Wait a minute. Courage under fire. You sitting up here denying her. You ain't no different than them people.
She ain't black.
You are no different than those.
I don't give
They
a
would
damn
not-
what
they
you
would
say,
not-
man. That woman
they would
ain't
not
black.
like-
Them
they-
people
they-
don't like black
they
people,
would
and I
not-
don't like
they
them.
would
I don't
not.
give a damn what she do. I don't care what she do. I
You
don't care
sound
what
just-
happened to her. I
you
want her
sound
to be
just like-
deported.
Go ahead, brother. You sound just like the people who hated black people. Black people would show
well.
courage under fire, and they say,
Oh
"I
well,
don't care."
we have been
You
we have
sound just
welcomed
like
these
them,
people
brother.
with open arms.
Hold up.
We
You
have
are
welcomed these
you
people
are
with open
spewing-
arms. They
you
don't
are
like
spew-
us, bro.
you
I
you
don't
are
care.
spewing the same
Oh, well.
hatred they had for black
Oh
Americans.
well, I'm going to. I'll just be a bad person because some people don't like us, and I don't like people who don't like me.
You sound just like the whites when they would do that to black
you
Americans.
can't shame me, Platt. You can't shame me, bro. That's my opinion. I don't like her. She don't like me.
This is where
Those
we're at
people
now.
don't
You see
like
that?
us. Those
that?
people come on. These people come on the internet. I
Who
am
put-
not black.
who-
I don't like black
who brought 'em here?
Americans.
Who bought him here?
Huh?
Who bought him
The
here?
white man. The white man.
Okay. So did they ask your permission? Did they ask your permission
No,
to
they
bring him
didn't.
here?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
No,
What
they
is all
didn't.
that? Okay, help me with the we part. Fuck you mean we?
Black Americans.
They didn't
I
ask
didn't say
black Americans. They bought them people here, put them wherever the hell they want. They ain't ask your fucking permission.
Yeah, and I have an opinion
Okay, wait a
about it
minute.
though.
And who? Who do you blame?
I have an opinion. I can voice my opinion. I'm American.
But who
It's a
do
First
you
Amendment
blame
right.
though? You're blaming them for not liking you. You don't like
blame
them.
all-
They don't like you.
I had no problems with these people until they come and start talking about they don't like us. We're lazy, and they over here stealing. 80% of them people are on fucking assistance, and they had a
That's where
nerve
we're at,
to
man.
say that we are lazy.
That's where we're at, bro.
Yeah, that's where we are, bro. Delineation.
That's where we're at.
It's called
I
delineation.
don't want to
Black.
see. I don't want to see anything happen to any of
I didn't
our
say I wanted to see. I want her to go to
our
outta here.
our elected officials. I don't want to see anything happen to any of them. And what this
Okay.
woman displayed, whether you disagree with her politics, was courage under fire. And we need every American. This burns in the breast of every American. This is what we're about. This is what we're about. All this political discord stuff. I don't even know. That's him. You can vote for who you want to vote for. I'm an
Yeah.
American. And that's
Yeah.
what matters to me. I don't give a damn if you're a Republican, Democrat. I'm an American. I support America.
Uh-huh. But many Americans support getting foreigners out of here.
Well, I don't support getting foreigners out. I support getting illegals out.
Mm-hmm. And if you came over here under an illegal pretense by marrying your brother, many people support getting those type of people up out of here.
Well, you can say it, but you got to prove it, right? And she's still an elected
they gotta
official.
prove it.
Though.
Yeah,
She's
they're
still elected
investigating
official.
that.
You can
They're investigating
investigate
that.
whatever you want. At the end of the day, this woman showed courage under fire.
Okay. All right, man. I mean, I told you. It's
And
your
you,
show.
you are symbolic
This is
of
your
what's
show.
going on in the sense that you don't even want to say. You don't even. That's what we applaud, brother.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with your take. You can't make me agree with it. I just don't agree with it. I don't believe it. I just
Go
don't
ahead.
believe it.
Go ahead, brother.
Hey, what up, Platinum?
What's up?
Yeah, I think if they have the evidence to prove what her citizenship was a fraud, yeah, she should be deported. And like I said, I stand with you. I support illegals being deported because they take opportunities that should go to Americans. You know, drive up costs.
What about what you
costs.
watched? What about what you just watched? Last night, somebody came at her. What about that?
I think that guy should be held full accountable to the law. I mean, I don't like Omar, and I'm a real conservative, and I do not like Omar at all. You know, but she
So
do
you
not
admit,
deserve.
but there you go. But you admit this. You didn't expect her to react like this. You do admit.
I think it was a bad decision. You know, putting herself in harm's way.
A 43-year-old married woman, U.S. rep, she stood up for herself. So I don't know now, Jimmy. I get it. You could be whatever you want politically, but we're men, right? And where we're from, we respect courage under fire, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's where I'm coming from. I
I
don't know
mean,
why
I
all
would
these
have
other
wrestled him to the ground. I would have wrestled him to the ground if
you,
you'd have
you,
did that in
yeah.
front of
Look at
me.
all the people who just stayed in their seat, and that man got up and did that. None of those other people. It's men in there. They didn't try to tackle him.
Yeah, that was unacceptable. That was unacceptable.
She had to defend herself. Them people weren't trying to defend. She had to take matters into her own hands.
I
Look at the
mean,
dude.
don't they got Capitol Police with them? They don't got no
I don't
escorts
know.
with them, and they're
I,
members of Congress.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, man, I guess we're going to be taught that courage under fire is no longer respected in America because of Ilham. Everybody's got to be against her. So we got to be against her displaying courage under fire. I don't know. This is we're in a wild moment, man. We're in a crazy world now. And they used to deny blacks their awards because blacks would display courage under fire. Everything you're supposed to do as a American serviceman, but because they were black, because they were, I don't like these Negroes. You ain't supposed to be in the service. You're not supposed to be here. They wouldn't give them their proper credit. Isn't that something, man, when you look at this stuff? And now we're hearing the same hatred come out of blacks.
Yeah, she should have some type of security. I mean, if content creators like Anton got security, she should have security. You know,
Yeah, it
she
was a
should have
guy
her
in there,
own
but
security team.
it was a guy in there, but he was off to the side. And when the dude backed up, when the dude finally backed up, then she took him down. I mean, he took
Well, he needs
he
to be
took
fired. That security officer need to be fired.
he needs to be fired, man. And I don't know, brother. I'm sorry, um, there should be no political violence. Just like with the Charlie Kirk thing, there shouldn't be any. And when Kirk lost his life, I saw all of these politicians saying the Dems own it without any investigation. This was a Democratic radical. And it turns out it was some dude in his, some dude that was on some other stuff. And, his family were Trump supporters. I don't know what he was. But what I'm saying, look at how they tried to pin that. And look at this case right here. I haven't seen anybody trying to pin this on conservative right. I haven't. And we're all Americans, right? We don't believe in political violence. This man tried to commit political violence. We send our prayers to Ilhan, and we're happy she's okay. Right? Or maybe I got this shit wrong. Go ahead, JR.
Yeah, I'm happy she's okay.
Yeah. That's all. What's wrong? Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it's okay for things to happen to your political opponent. If you disagree with them, it's okay for things. Maybe is that where we're at now? Go ahead, JR.
What's going on, Platinum?
What's up?
Man, I agree with you, man. Look, you may not, agree with, somebody's political views or anything like that, but to subject somebody to harm or put them in harm's way, man, that should never be the case, right? But politics is a dirty game, man. A lot of people get brainwashed by their own political views, by their political leaders. I mean, we've heard the president himself call this lady a female dog, like during a rally, literally call this lady out her name. And that's crazy, But look, that's like you said, that's the times we are in. And for the gentleman that said that, she should have had some type of security detail, she did have a security detail. And when you saw her charge towards the man, the camera kind of like panned over more, and her security detail, grabbed him up and threw him to the floor like instantly. That's because I think if they didn't, I think she would have just continued over there, probably put hands on the man. Like she was about it. So for that, I commend her. But a step later, like she moved out of the frame, and her security already had him down on the ground. So, but that's crazy.
What happened, bro?
I don't know, man. I don't know if Platt fell asleep. Maybe he got a phone call.
I'm right here, bro. I'm right here.
I
Look,
was like,
Now,
a phone call or something.
hey, respectfully, bro, if you think that black people have an opinion of Ilhan Omar because of Trump, you are mistaken.
That's cool. I mean, respectfully, I didn't say that. I said
No,
people.
you said Trump people. Yeah. So
I said
I don't
people.
know.
I didn't say
Yeah,
black
you did.
people. I said people.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Right?
I was just saying, if you think that black people, we don't think of Ilhan, we don't have an opinion of her because of Trump's view. That's something totally different. But
Yeah,
you
no,
did. You did.
like,
You did
but,
say
but the
people.
majority,
I said people.
the majority
Yeah,
of
you
black
did.
people, the majority of black people support her.
No, they don't.
The majority of voting black people support her.
Nope.
Yes, they do.
Because the majority of voting black people up there may, but the majority of black people in America don't support that
Yes,
woman.
they do. Yes, they do, man.
Okay. Man, a lot of black Americans don't like Somalis, man.
The Democrats got 95% of black female vote, 80% of the black male
92.
vote.
It was 92%.
80% of the black male vote. They're on the side of they're on the side of the liberals, and she's a liberal. And what she showed was courage under fire. This is going to increase her politically. That she's going to be more powerful. She's going to be much more powerful. And let me tell you something. Hold up, you keep doing this, brother. Most people are moderates, and they don't really get into voting like that. They have other things. Nobody cares about these small issues and stuff. Well,
that's not small.
He got a traffic ticket when he was 15. He said, don't nobody care nothing about that, man. They don't vote that way.
You got a record number. You done got
on YouTube, man, and these niggas done brainwashed your ass.
You got a record number
about no shit like that, bro.
You got a record number of black women who are being denied entitlement programs, and then they see this group of people from Africa coming over here and getting over. They can't get it.
Wait a minute,
they can't get it.
Wait a minute, because
they're mad.
Hold up,
I'm just saying they're mad. I don't have no entitlement. I don't have entitlement programs. I'm not applying for them.
Resurrect. You're being stupid.
I'm not being stupid.
If they are being denied entitlement, it's not coming from fucking Somalis. It's coming from.
But wait
a minute. It's coming from the people in power. That's who you blame.
I agree, but they're looking at this other group that's being accepted. I just seen a video of this girl. She got her education. They said she had too much. They said she had too much education.
That's stupid.
The woman said they told her she has too much education.
That's stupid.
She had her undergrad degree, and she's being denied. She's divorced. I can't help it. It's not me. I'm not doing it. It's these black women that's complaining. Black American women.
They said like 300.
They're the ones that's complaining.
They said they done lost their jobs. You know.
Yeah. They out here hurting.
What I would say is that, look, I mean, both of y'all seem right in the argument. I think it's a little bit of a stretch to say all black people vote for her when her constituency is just Minnesota.
I said the majority of them.
Yeah, you kind of alluded to it when I'm saying only her constituency is only Minnesota, right? But I can see if you were to extrapolate it even further by adding nationwide vote, but we can't do that because it's only Minnesota. But what I will say, I don't live in Minnesota or anything like that. I do follow politics and such things like that. I understand the Somalian situation of defrauding the government, but to me, I think we've kind of let white people off the hook on this. Because if you do your research regarding the whole Somalian defrauding of the government, you would see the face behind it is a white lady named Amy Bach.
Mm-hmm. But she's been locked up since 2022. We know that.
Exactly. So you don't see that being put on the news. Because if you think about it, if you think about a criminal organization or a structure of any organization, right? Somebody, whoever's at the top, they're gonna have a right-hand man, right-hand woman, whoever the case may be. So yes, Somalians have overstepped, they've dipped their hand, they have defrauded the government. But you think they're the ringleader of this? If you think they're the ringleader of this, then okay, then you got a point. Obviously, let's be upset at the Somalians. But if you don't think they're the ringleader of it, then what are we really talking about?
And JR, they
Hey,
tell you,
brother, that
hold on,
lady's only in jail for 250 million. They're saying over 9 billion, and they're saying that when they were going to Tim Walz and Keith Ellison, the attorney general,
okay,
the
all right,
people
brother.
that were
All right, brother. Okay, we don't care what's going on in Minnesota. I'm asking you about what happened in this town hall. Simple as that. I could care less about what's going on. They'll do their investigation. The guilty will be held accountable. Simple as that.
well, I don't like her, and that's why I don't like her.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. I support America. I support Americans.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Hold on.
My tax dollars should be stolen.
Wait a minute. Your tax dollars go wherever they send them.
They shouldn't be stolen by no
They're
foreigners.
going to give your tax dollars to whoever they want to give them, like they always do.
And that's why I say,
hold up. And the dumb niggas have been brainwashed to think that once they get the foreigners out, they're gonna give these monkeys some reparations. They're not gonna give you no fucking reparations, nigga. Are you that stupid?
I don't care. I'm still gonna fight for them. I'm still gonna fight for them. I'm gonna stand on it.
And like I said, that's the point I was bringing, right?
Hold up. Hey, go be my bitch and bring me back.
I'm
my
nobody's bitch.
You gonna
I'm
be
nobody's
my
bitch.
You're gonna be mine because if you out there fighting for who you think gonna get paid, nigga, I'm gonna get paid before you.
No, you not. How?
Nigga, my whole fucking family from America.
Mine too. What are you talking about? My mother was a sharecropper. My mother was a sharecropper, bro. What are you talking about?
You don't
I got direct lineage.
You don't even care about the pay. No,
I don't care about that. My mother used to have to pick. My mother used to have to pick cotton before she had to pick cotton before she could go to school. What are you talking about?
The same hatred and racism you're pushing that here.
That's not hatred. That's what my family had to go through.
Now you're pushing that here.
That's what my family had to go through.
Just like
my mother said that them kids used to make.
You are just like the whites who denied blacks because they were black. You're popping the same racism right now. And you don't understand that. Look, I'm for reparations, motherfucker. You need my routing number? I don't think we're going to get them, but I'm for them.
You are. You said you need my routing number?
Yeah, I'll take it today.
Cut me my check right now. I feel that. But
you don't have the passion that we have, Platt. You don't have the passion for it.
You mean I'm not brainwashed?
You'll take them. You'll take it. Of course.
You think I'm not because I'm not brainwashed?
No, I didn't say you would have to be brainwashed.
But
anything you fight for, you got to have passion for it.
The only issue I bring up is that you mentioned correctly, brother. Yes, Amy Bach is in jail for 250 million, right? Like I said, criminal structure of an organization. Who's at the top, right? So if you think $9 billion went unaccounted for simply by Somalian hands or defrauding the government by Somalian hands, leaving out the state of Minnesota, you need to be looking at Tim Walz. You need to be looking at every senator.
I said that, brother.
Exactly. That's associated with it. So Somalians may be the face of it, right? Yeah. Because that's a black face. And when you put a black face nationally to anything, what happens, right? We know that food stamps are synonymous with white people that make up the majority of America. But when you see it on TV, it's a black face in front of it. So that's all I'm saying, brother. So if we think the Somalians just bankrolled the government for upwards of $9 billion and not one white face was involved in it, that's all I'm saying.
Oh no, I know that it came from them. Like Platt said, they gonna use our tax dollars forever for whatever they want to use our tax dollars for.
Yeah.
But if you can associate certain politicians with that, and Ilhan has been associated with this fraud, why can't I be mad at her?
Well, what about this though? You don't want nothing to happen to her though, right? You want her to be held
Nothing but
accountable,
I
right?
want her to be placed. Yeah, I want her to be held accountable
Okay,
and placed right back in Mogadishu.
I want all of them to be held accountable, and
Yeah,
I don't want to see political violence toward any representative or any
I agree.
protester.
I agree. I think that was foul what happened to those two people. Now the woman, she was a little bit. She did drive her car towards that guy, but the dude, that was crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that was
unacceptable.
crazy.
What happened to him?
Yeah.
That was unacceptable, man. And I don't see how they're going to be able to defend that.
They're already walking it back.
Yeah, because the dude, you clearly seen that the gun had been taken. He had to have seen it. He was behind him. But I know that's not the subject. Platt, Ilhan Omar, I'm happy that she's happy. I mean that she's healthy.
There we go.
She wasn't harmed. I'm happy that she wasn't
Now
harmed.
we're talking, brother.
I do want her to.
Now we're talking. You're happy that nothing happened to her. You're happy that
I'm happy that. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It was cowardly for a man.
But you
It
do
was
want her
cowardly for a man
held.
to attack her physically.
But you do want her held accountable if she's involved with any. As simple as that.
I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what we all
Definitely.
agree on. That
Definitely.
you should definitely be held accountable. An investigation should be promptly opened, for sure, if it's not already open, right?
It is.
But I think an investigation should be open on all the structure of Minnesota government, because $9 billion don't just don't walk out and nobody notice it. You know, these documents got to be signed by multiple people. It don't just stop at a local representative. It's going all the way up. So it's a lot of people that got their hands in that $9 billion. But the Somalian face has been associated with it because whatever loophole was found, we can use this loophole, and then we could just keep using it and using it and using it until somebody catches. They got caught.
They kept on hitting that lick.
Yep,
kept on hitting the lick over and over.
They got caught, and I think they should just cleanse the whole house. I mean, obviously, that's why Walls is stepping down. He's
not running again.
Yeah.
Hey, Black, do you understand why that white guy was mad? Do you understand? Do you understand the anger? Because he's been told that Ilhan. He's been told that Ilhan.
That would make him brainwashed.
I agree, but white people have a different opinion about things because they truly believe this is their country. You know, white people think
you don't think black people believe this is their country?
No, I do. But white people think because of their position in this country, what it has been, they feel strongly about it. And then you got the president.
But what you're saying don't make sense because I was born here. This is my country. I don't believe in my country.
No, I didn't say you did.
Because because I'm black, I'm not as much as an American as a white person.
No, I didn't say that.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that white guy, he has the attitude that white people tell black Americans, go back to Africa. That's how he thinks. See, I was raised around these people.
It's a good thing that he's going where he belongs in some type of prison.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he's going to jail. Yeah.
And see, what you got to understand, I get all of that. What you got to understand is if any president in my lifetime can get reparations for black people, the one in office could do it.
He could.
He's got the power. Look at what he's doing. He's doing pretty much anything he wants to do. All the other presidents, they would have to deal with white backlash. If he say, hey, we're going to give descendants of slave reparations, he got to deal with his base. Oh, well, what about me? What about me? They wouldn't do that to Trump.
He would get some pushback. But if he do
really.
But he can't do it alone because he needs Congress. And I don't think Congress would ever, not right now, the way Congress is constructed right now.
I think he could do it. Because
Congress.
It would be coming from who? Republican president. You know the Dems would be on board. He get enough Republicans to switch over. He'd be able to do it. He could do it, man.
The Dems would fall on the sword because The Dems could
But
have
then you know what?
never
If that
lost.
happened, but isn't that the whole point? Resurrect what you're talking about. If he was for
What?
it, when he paid the Dems in the corner, he said, "I'm gonna
He
show
would.
America that the Dems don't. I'm gonna show all these blacks the Dems don't support y'all. I'm for reparations." And then challenge them, and they say, "No, we're not for that," including members of the
Black.
Black Caucus. Wait a minute, wouldn't that then move the blacks over to the conservative side because they see who really support? You see what I'm saying? It's politics. That's how
Yep.
politics is supposed to work. Politics ain't
The
supposed to be.
Democrats
It's not supposed to be
shouldn't have
about.
never lost. The
Well, they
Democrats
can.
should have never lost. They should never lose. All they had to do is say, "Look, we're gonna we are for cash reparations for the descendants of the freedmen, and we're gonna not propose a study. We're gonna propose a bill." If any one of those, if Kamala had said that she would be behind a bill being proposed for that, look, man, Kamala Harris would have won. Because black people that sat on the couch, they would have got up and got out there and voted for Kamala Harris.
I mean, I think in theory that would work, but man, you talking about how black people feel unsafe in America now. Could you
Yeah.
imagine if the government did pass a bill and say, you know what, for every black person of descendants of slavery receive whatever the number amount is,
Mm-hmm.
you talking about high alert? Black people will be on high alert. There would be so many upset white people who are the majority in this country
For now, yeah.
that would put, man, I would be scared. I
It
definitely take my check,
would
but
be
I'll be like going to the lottery. Boy, I have ski
It would-
mask on, my whole body covered, everything.
it would be a civil war.
Man,
For
I'd be
economic
scared. I wouldn't want to leave out my house. I wouldn't.
economic, that's economic inclusion. And you saying because of that, that would be a civil war?
Mm-hmm. Because America, they wouldn't accept that.
That's something that Dr. King was fighting for, my brother.
Did he get it?
Man, I wouldn't.
That's what he was really truly fighting for.
Okay, but I'm saying, did he get it?
Now you know what he got.
And I haven't even brought that up. You know what? I haven't even brought that up. There's a lot of black people who don't support reparations because it would divide us. There's a lot of black people like that. Black Americans.
It would
FBA,
divide who?
It would divide the country.
No.
You
Who
don't.
would he marry?
All right. Okay. All right, you're right. You're right, bro.
It would divide the country. It would divide the country.
You know what, brother?
What about
You know what? You need to have your ears checked.
What about what they say? They
said,
always say,
I'm gonna say this
well,
again. I'm gonna say this again. I said a lot of blacks wouldn't support it because it would divide the country. You're talking to me like I'm on that side of the fence. I'm actually for reparations. I've talked to black people who don't want it because it would divide the country. They're exactly like that. Well, man, it's just the way it is, man.
That's anecdotal.
We didn't get nothing back then. We ain't gonna get nothing now, and
Yeah,
ain't no
that's
use for us
anecdotal.
ain't no use for us. No, it was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Ain't no use
The
for
people,
us.
the people you talk to, that's anecdotal though. We can't quantify that. We can't quantify it.
I would gladly, like I said, I would gladly go up there and collect my check and have my whole body covered, not a tattoo, not a nail bed showing, because I do think it would divide the country. I don't think these white men and white women in America would rest easy at night. I truly believe that they would be ready to burn people's houses down. Your neighbor to your left or to your right, because I live in between two white neighbors. Man, shit. And they know, because it'll be publicized, the amount that you get and when you get it and everything like that.
You have to have control, and politically, when you do stuff, just like with desegregation and all stuff, you have to be prepared to go where people don't want those things, to say, hey, no, this is the new law, this is the new way. when you talk about reparations, right? It's so far away, you know. But I'm saying it's a good. Yeah, if I came on YouTube and promised niggas money, yeah, they're gonna. Well, you're right, man. Give me a check. Well, but you got to make that happen. It's one thing to say it; it's another thing to do it. You know, in this country, we just different world. You're right. I don't think it would be. I don't think they could effectively do it because it would be such a divisive issue. See, that's the whole point with reparations. Until you can convince enough white Americans that it's the right thing to do, you ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah. Constituencies from across America. Shit. I mean, look, you already need what, 3/4 the vote to get a vote passed. I don't know how you're gonna get. I mean, you would have to overwhelmingly have command of the House and the Senate in order for a bill like that to get passed.
And I'm telling you right now,
it can't even be close. It would have to be overwhelmingly a vote to get that bill passed. And you know, I'm not gonna say it will never happen, but we far away from it. You right,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also with Clarence Thomas, is like, have you ever heard him about that issue? With him sitting up there, he's not going. And he has a lot of influence on the other justices. He's not going to. He's going to say it's unconstitutional. He said, what are you going to say?
Yep.
Yeah. So he's not going to let it go. Boom. Unconstitutional. We're not going to separate and single out one individual. Yeah, that's what he's going to give you, man. And that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. That's how hard it is to get something like that passed. But there's nothing wrong to try to get it and stuff like that. But, you know, and I think, and I do think a lot of Negroes on YouTube, I think they say that just because they want money. I don't think they truly believe that that shit can happen. And that's the problem with people who understand politics. They see how ridiculous motherfuckers be sounding saying shit like that because they know how hard it is to get something like that. For blacks, they're not gonna they don't want to give black people food stamps. They don't want to give black people nothing.
I'm just thinking like the structure of a bill like that. I mean, let's for shits and giggles, let's say they pass a reparations bill. What all would be attached in that bill? They giving you something, so they gonna take something away. We gonna give you this money. What are they taking away from you at that point? Because a bill is just not a singular bill. A bill is constructed of multiple things. Now it may be labeled reparations bill, but it'll have 100 other things inside the bill itself that gets voted on.
And so you got to understand it's gonna come from the taxpayer. So the way Fox News and the conservative side, they haven't even begun to even start to chip away. They're going to say that's slavery. Yeah. Oh, these black people, they want white people to go back to being slaves. They want them to pay for reparations. That means their taxes are going to go up. And they'll have guests and guests. Yes, that's the problem with reparations. It's really racist and it's reverse slavery. They want to put the whites in slave. They're going to keep putting that out there. It's going to be, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you got to see, none of this stuff has been brought under criticism or critique. You got to still be able to do it.
Yeah.
How do you do it? You know, that's what he told Dr. King. He said, you're right, I can. He said, you're right, blacks should be treated. He said, but until you can give me a reason to do it, I'm not going to do it. So he had to get out there and do all of that. He was like, I just can't do it like that. You got to get out here and get the country and get them on your side. And once you do that, he said, you're right. I can be fair. But right now, I just can't be fair because it would piss the country off. But we don't want to hear that, man. I know, look, we don't want to hear it, man. Tomorrow, man, I'm going to get my reparations check, man. Come on, man. And then, I'm going to go out. I'm going to, shit. White folk going to give it to me, man.
Platt, every black person sound like that? Jeez.
No, I'm saying no, I'm not. Look, man, I get it, man, because it's hope for a lot of niggas or whatever. But there are a lot of people, if you got a felony, you're probably not going to be eligible.
Yeah, I mean, look, it wouldn't just be a flat out thing. That's why I said it'll be a lot of
I
stipulations
think that
to it. Obviously,
they're not going to award you. They're going to say you've been in here starting trouble, so you're not eligible for nothing.
it'll be a lot of stipulations.
And they have to eliminate it. Can't, man, you come on YouTube, man, and
you're a classism kind of guy. I figured it out.
I'm a what?
You're a classism kind of guy. You sitting up here and saying if you got a felony that you won't be you sound like them.
Am I a lawmaker? When I say this stuff, I'm offering that for discussion.
I know, but it has to come from the heart.
What's gonna come from the heart?
Golly,
what you just said. That's what you feel.
I think you're joking, Platt. I don't know what's going on.
That guy's nuts, man. What is he talking
No,
about?
I'm not nuts. But if you look, I'm hearing what you're saying.
They're not going to give it to felons.
I'm hearing what you're saying. But if you look at the wealth gap between Black Americans,
that's what we're talking about,
and white people,
they're not going to give it to felons. They don't.
It's easily to be justified.
You lose your right to vote.
No, you don't.
Why would they?
No, you don't. That's in certain states, Platt. See, you sitting up here saying something that's not true. If you have a felony in Missouri.
Okay, so you guess what? Guess what? I'm talking about where you lose your right to vote. Don't you get it, man? Or you just gonna keep bouncing around?
Oh no, you just said something that wasn't true. That's just what white.
Something that was true. I said where you lose your right to vote. What if you live in one of those states? Would you get a reparations check if they gave it to you? They're not going to give it to people with felons.
I don't agree with you. I don't believe.
You know what? I know you don't. I know you don't. You're right. That's so. Hey, go fight for it, brother, and do it. Can you do it a little quicker? Because I want to get it while I'm young. I got plans. So go fight for it, man. Yeah, because it's a waste of my time talking to you, bro. Because it's just a waste of time, man. This guy, it's nonsense, man.
I mean, Platt, I think it's a good, it's a good speaking point. But you know what's crazy? Like during the pandemic when they were, issuing or sending out stimulus checks, right? And everybody, oh yeah, it's free money. Got my stimulus check. I mean, don't you know that your current current tax return is being taxed from the stimulus check that you received 4 or 5 years ago?
Wow.
Like, that's crazy, right?
No, hold on. Everybody didn't get a stimulus.
Everybody didn't get a stimulus check.
I know a guy, he cuts hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's his business. He don't pay taxes, right? Or whatever. He don't pay tax. He didn't get a stimulus. He got 2 kids.
Yeah. And that's crazy. But the narrative was painted, right? It's relief funds because you need the relief immediate, right? So you get the stimulus check, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They wanted you to stimulate the economy, put the money back into the economy, try to, reboot the economy, the system or whatever like that. You look at your tax return now, they're still taxing you for the money that they gave you 4 or 5 years ago. So to me, I'm like, when I think about reparations, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, it's a good talking point, for us to be able to receive that money well within our right to have that money. They probably turn around and taxes.
Look at this right here. Look at this. He said,
it'd be crazy.
He said, stop putting your focus on white people. We better look at the Hispanics and other minorities who came over the border. Why should, okay, all right, no. Let's discuss that. I'm a Black American. Why would I care about Latinos coming across from wherever, coming across the border to America when I'm not the one letting them in? I'm not down there near the border, man. I'm not in no position of power. Why are they letting them in?
Yeah.
Oh, but hold up. So they're here now. I should talk down on them. Okay, well then, who's going to get them out? Why don't we just get them out? Like you say, we're going to get all the illegals out. Who said let's get them out?
Yeah. I would say who makes the laws to allow them to be here and receive the benefits that they receive? Who makes that law?
It's like they got
the states and the federal government under Joe Biden.
He made all the laws.
And
They made
to
they,
answer
they
that
made those
question,
laws.
and,
They
No,
and
you
made
to
those
didn't.
answer that
laws.
No, you
question,
didn't, bro. You know what? You know what? No, no,
who is it led by?
bro. See,
Who's in front of
hold
that?
on, hold up. See, you don't understand. You're brainwashed.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Look, let me explain something to you,
Where,
brother. When
where
I
are
look
all
at
the
hold
sanctuary
on.
cities?
When I look at racism, I don't look at politics. I look at racism being racism, right? You talking
This
about
has
fucking
nothing to do.
Joe Biden.
This
That's
has nothing to do with racism.
one white guy.
Yeah, he
You
was
know,
at the helm. He was
no,
at
he
the
wasn't.
helm of the last administration. He was the president from January
Who was the
21st.
president before him?
These people came
Who
in
was
under
the
the Biden
president?
administration.
Who you believe it? Hold up. So you believe? See, that's the thing. Just like this dude, you be believing that stuff. You believe that?
We got 20 million people in during the Biden administration.
Let me ask you something. When Fox News say something as a man, like you do, you listen to it or you actually believe it?
I don't watch Fox News.
My question is, where did the 20 million come from if they're illegal and undocumented? So how do you document 20 million people coming into the country if you can't document them? Now, I can understand if you say we let 20 million people in, we gave them all social security numbers, it's documented, it's in the system. 20 million sounds like a great number, a good round number, but they're illegal and undocumented. So how did you account for them? Did you have a little clicker as they crossed the border? I don't understand that number. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be over here. They're illegal, should not. Where does 20 million come from? How do you account for undocumented people? That's my question.
It's a rough estimate because those numbers do vary.
They do, right? So
Yeah.
I've seen numbers from 8 million to
Mm-hmm.
13 million, and
Yeah.
you interjected 20 million. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like the ambiguity of it all, it's the numbers are so skewed. But I agree with you. You're undocumented should not be here,
You shouldn't be here.
right? I agree with that.
Hey, look, I'm gonna give you some anecdotal.
It's gonna sound wild, but Nick Fuentes, I get, he's a racist and all that. He's an open racist, right? But nationalism, what he talks about, I agree with all of that on the nationalist side. Why are we so focused on other countries, foreign aid and that bullshit? We should need to be focused on America. He makes a lot of sense when he talks. Though we know that's him. He can think what he want to think, but he makes a lot of sense in a lot of stuff he says. Also with the tokens, we don't need. He's right. You don't need tokens anymore. You don't need the Sambos. You don't need these guys anymore.
Yeah.
But that's look, that's just my view on it. But I agree with you, brother. But 20 million, when I see that number being thrown out, when I read articles, I'm like, man, well, how did they come to the conclusion of 20 million when they're undocumented? Man, that's crazy to me.
Well, not all of them were undocumented, but they do have, like for instance, that TPS, that temporary protected status.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking that away from the Haitians starting in February.
Got it. But you heard what you just said, right? The TPS status.
Yeah.
So that means they gave them a permission, right?
They did.
We gave you a status to be here. Now you
Right.
taking it away, yeah, you need to go.
Yeah.
Sure, they take it away, you're no longer covered by this status.
Yeah.
But that's the status that was given to them to be here. Now,
They're doing
when
that
they
with
talk politics, right, and they say undocumented, illegal, how you
Right.
documented somebody? How are you taking attendance on somebody that you don't know that's here?
That's true. Now it gets mixed up. The verbiage gets mixed up. But they're taking the temporary protection status away from the Haitians, and they've already taken it away from the Somalis.
Who's doing that?
Yeah.
The Trump administration.
Yeah, the current administration. And look, they took away the temporary restriction from like 12 different countries. It's a lot.
Nigerians.
Yeah, they took away from
because
a lot.
they don't want them here.
Yeah, well, do you really think, because I saw the guy in Florida, he's saying great replacement theory or whatever. You think that there's an active move to replace whites with foreigners? Because that's what
I think
on that. He's running for office with that. He's saying, hey, They're trying to actively, because with immigration, flood America with foreigners to replace whites.
Well, I think this plat. I think that white people aren't having enough babies to replace themselves, and they have them being projected to be the minority in this country by 2038, 2040. So I think that they do need people to do certain jobs, and that might be their temporary solution to do that. I think that.
My neighbor just had his whole house. I don't know what you call it, but they put all the new siding and fixed the roof, fixed everything.
Yep.
It was two Spanish dudes. I don't know if they were illegal. They didn't speak English. There was two Spanish dudes. And I said, yeah, man, what's going on? He was like, I'm getting all of this fixed. And I said, what about the brothers, man? He said, every nigga who came over here tried to beat him. He said, every one of them. He said he broke his neck trying to get black people to come and get this job. He said they all were overcharging him. And he said he went to this dude. He met this through the church. Somebody knew him. They had fixed his house. He said that dude gave him a fair estimate. And the guy came in there. They're gone now. And they fixed that whole house.
A fair estimate. Now, listen, I have seen, now this is anecdotal. I have seen white guys talk about how they can't even keep their business open. These are handymen, people that do home repairs and stuff. They were saying that how they couldn't keep their businesses open simply because of the fact that the foreign people that come and do those kind of jobs actually underbid him, taking money out of his family's house.
Well, if it's a fair estimate, he needs to lower his prices.
Maybe it's fair to your neighbor because it's cheaper.
No, hold up. In addition to this, once again, he's a black man. You got to remember this.
Yeah.
He didn't ask them to come here. You got to understand, he's not a part of any group that floods them here. So now, hold up, this white guy, same thing with him. Hey, man, why you keep voting for these people who bring them here? You can't vote for the people who bring them here and then complain about them being here.
I didn't vote for Biden.
You think that's the only one who bought illegals here?
I don't think so, but I think a great influx.
Who gives a shit about Biden? What about him?
Because a great influx came under him.
That's not true. That's bullshit from Fox News. Look, they have actual fucking signs on the highway. If you're in California, they have signs of families crossing the road.
Yeah.
The majority of them people, the great majority of those people came under
just like they got stop signs. That's how common it is. They got fucking signs made.
Yeah. I think
you say it's illegal, but shit, it don't seem like it.
I think the greatest benefactor of illegals are white people. I think they benefit from it most. The example I would use is the state of Florida. Right. This is not new. Right. The state of Florida was the first to jump on it. Ron DeSantis was the first to jump on it to say, oh, yeah, we're gonna remove all these illegals from here. And he started running people out of the state of Florida. And then guess what started happening? The crops, they couldn't crop it. The housing, they couldn't build it. And so he reverted so quickly to say, whoa. Well, we're not running everybody out. We just want to get the criminals out. We want to get this out. We want to get this out.
And
because those corporations that are white backed, that are ran by white men, they start saying, look, I'm losing my bottom line now. I can't crop. I can't get these houses built.
But isn't that the same? The way this thing is going, the way the so-called illegal and stuff is being singled out. It's like the way blacks who are Americans, right, were singled out. They used to say that about blacks. When blacks were able to have jobs, where those Negroes, they're too low. They didn't want you to hire them because again, this is not us. The country's for this country's for me. These damn Negroes, they come in, they undercut my profits.
Yep.
Yeah. So what is the black person supposed to do? Eat nothing? He don't have a right to have a family and a life.
But there's a big difference. There's a big difference, though, Platt.
Wait a minute.
We were here.
I can fix, and that made it worse.
Yeah, it made it worse. That's the big difference. Them people came here. They came here voluntarily. This is our land. That's the difference.
Okay, all right. Oh, you're right. Because it's a waste of time, brother. You're not gonna get it. I'm
Brother,
saying,
I get it. I get it.
but resurrect. We're black people. We did not bring illegals to America.
I get that too. But only thing I'm telling you is the difference is, and you should know this, is that black people, they were saying that about black people after slavery, during Reconstruction. That's why white people formed unions to keep black people from getting all those kind of jobs, the carpentry jobs and things like that. Yeah, I understand that. But what's going on right now is black people, all Americans are being undercut by this influx of these foreigners who will do the job cheaper. And that hurts Americans.
So
Hey,
he
yo,
should have.
And that's a signal, for the decline of the country.
So
Every
wait a
society.
minute. So my neighbor should have hired the black crew and paid the little bit more money.
Yeah, he should have.
Oh, get out.
Hey,
Nah,
yo,
He
so
should've.
I
so
don't
Platt,
think anybody. I think
yo,
everybody
Platt,
looking for a fair
Platt,
deal. But in theory,
Platt, you don't make a come up off the misery of others, right? So like y'all brothers is almost low key apologizing for this white man attacking this woman. No matter what her color is, y'all
Yeah, right.
are
No matter.
y'all are accepting this horrible behavior because y'all feel entitled.
My fault, but go ahead. I
Hurt,
interrupted.
hurt. You know what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying? Hurting people, jumping up. I don't agree with all that Somalian fraud, and I'm not even trying to like make apologize for none of that. But despite that, prove that, fight that in the court of systems rather than hopping up here attacking and putting strange substance on, on women of color and women at all, or people at all.
Yeah.
So y'all niggas are apologists for bad behavior.
Hold up. You say y'all? Are you saying all of
Who?
us or one
No,
or
no, no,
two?
no, 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 not you, Platt. I
Oh,
agree with you, Platt.
oh.
I no Platt. Let me pull back some. You were not apologizing for this horrific behavior, but these other brothers were.
When did I say did I apologize for what he did? When did I say that?
Your rhetoric behind what he did is apologetic.
Prove it.
Mm. Mm.
When you speak around, I'll prove it right now. When you speak around the problem over the actual issue, because the issue is this man went up there and assaulted that woman with a strange substance. Now you're talking about the problem of fraud. That is undermining, misleading of what this man actually did to this woman.
I didn't
So
say
you're
that.
apologetic. So therefore, if
I
you're
didn't say that.
underlining,
I
so
said
if
I
you're
didn't believe.
misleading,
Listen, wait
if
a
you're
minute. Wait a minute.
misleading from what
If you're
actually
gonna give
happened
me,
to
you got
this
to give me
woman,
right.
then
If you're
you
gonna
are
give me, if
apologetic.
you're gonna give me, you're gonna have to give me right, sir. I said I think it was staged.
Again, you are misleading. You're
No,
saying
I'm
it's
not.
fake.
That's my
If
opinion.
it's
That's
staged,
my
then it's
opinion.
fake.
That's
A
my opinion, bro.
stage
You
is
can't change my
fictional.
opinion.
I'm not trying to, but
Well,
what I'm
that's my
saying is,
opinion, and I'm not
okay, and
apologizing
I'm
for
saying your
nothing.
opinion is
I'm not apologizing
apologetic to
for
what
nothing.
actually
But
happened.
I
Yo,
don't,
Plant, why
I
he don't
believe it was
understand?
staged. I
Plant, why he
believe it
don't
was
understand?
staged.
Why he
I,
don't understand
I,
what I'm saying?
I do understand, but I don't agree with you.
I'm not asking you to. What I'm
Okay,
saying is you're apologetic
and I
to
don't agree
what
with that.
actually
I don't
happened.
agree with your assessment. I
Well,
think
then
you're totally.
how can you
I
not
think you're
agree with
dead
me?
wrong.
How can you not agree with me when you say it was staged? This woman
That's
did
what I
not get
believe.
sprayed
That's
with a
what I believe.
strange
I
substance.
believe that. I
Well,
believe it was
Okay,
hold
then.
up,
staged.
So therefore,
hold up.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
Pastor.
I
where do
don't
we
agree with your
disagree?
assessment.
Pastor, he's not going to agree with the way you see it. But what the way I saw it was, I saw the courage under fire that burns in the breast of every American. That's what I saw. Then they told me that she wasn't American, and I didn't know. I was like, well, what about her being a U.S. rep? And I guess that don't matter. So you're right, Pastor. He's not going to
This
He's
woman has
American.
been on camera saying that she is Somali first, man. She's
But
on
that doesn't
camera saying that.
okay, but that doesn't change that she stood with courage under fire.
Okay.
And
And
she
but
represents
in definition, she is Somali first because they will call her a Somalian American. Am I right or am I wrong, Platt?
If you say
that's
you
what
have
that's
allegiance
what
to your
No, no, no,
native
no, no, no,
country
no, no, no.
first,
Hold on, bro. Let's
what
calm
Google
down for a second.
that's what
I asked Platt a
what
question.
that's what Google says. She's Somali American.
She's Somalian American, so that means so therefore, in definition of her, she is Somali first.
now when you take your citizenship here, you gotta drop your
So
allegiance to your
so check
your
this right.
native country.
Let me
Boy,
further
that's
explain this
that's
to you.
not true. You can have
Let me
dual
further explain this to you.
citizenship.
I'm
No,
Southern.
no, I know
Yeah, hold on.
Canadians that
So
come here to
I will
America,
further
they had to drop their Canadian citizenship.
I will further
They
explain this to
choose
you.
to,
I'm Southern
but
first.
you
I'm
don't have to.
Southern. Hold on, brother. I'm Southern first. I care about the South more than I care about the Northeast, the Midwest, or the West. You can say I'm anti-American, but what matters to me the most is the South. So I'm a Southeast American. I'm a Gullah Geechee, North Carolina, out here living in Texas type nigga. Dog, the South matters to me
Hey, shout
more than
out Gullah Geechee,
anything.
for real, for real.
More than
Okay,
anything.
okay,
So
but you're a
so
part
so
of
so
America.
so 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 I'm South first, but I still love America. She's
Okay.
Somali first, but she's still in America, dog. And they put her to a higher office than me or you.
If that
The South is part of America. Somalia is not.
Well, what
That's
I will
comparing
say is,
apples to oranges.
you can hold dual citizenship, right? If you choose to denounce your first country, that's a choice that you make, right? You gave the example of Canadians coming over and they denouncing their Canadianship and stuff like that. You can choose to do that, but you can hold dual citizenship as well. That is an actual thing, dual citizenship. You can hold it. I just wanted to put that out there.
well, that's fine, man.
Well,
Look, from a political
if she feel that
standpoint,
strongly about her country, why don't she just go back and make Somalia great?
well, the thing you got, but
Yeah,
no,
you're right.
no, that sounds good, right? But um, you are in St. Louis, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. Why don't you
Yes.
run? Why don't you run for representative?
I don't want to. They're all corrupt.
Okay, that's
They're
fine.
all
Hold up.
corrupt.
She wants to, and she won. So I get what you're saying, though. Take your ass
Mm-hmm.
back to Somali. Well, she said, "Why? I'm a representative in Minnesota, and
Mm-hmm.
Platt, she tougher than this nigga.
I'm about to be a senator in Minnesota. So
You
yeah, it'd
can't
be like,
prove that. You talking shit, but you can't prove it.
Bro, she tougher than you, dog.
You
You
can't
hot.
prove it, nigga.
You
You
no, I
can't prove
can
it.
prove it. I
No,
can
you
prove it.
can't. You just talking shit.
When that dude sprayed
That
that
was staged.
strange
That was
substance,
staged. That
when
was
that dude,
staged,
okay,
brother.
it
That
was.
was staged.
But what if it
That wasn't
wasn't?
nothing. That was
But what if it
acting.
wasn't? See, that
That was
makes you feel
acting.
comfortable. You need to feel comfortable, brother. That's why you can't fight like that, and she did.
I said that
A
was
fight ain't
staged.
comfortable. A fight ain't comfortable. And when it came to an uncomfortable fight against a strange substance, she engaged, nigga. You sitting here
She
talking
knew
about
that
a
wasn't nothing
staged
was she
event.
knew that was something that
Nah,
wasn't gonna
she
hurt her.
engaged, brother.
That's why
You talking about a
that
strange
was
event.
staged,
You
brother.
scared.
That was
You
staged.
scared of the fight, dog.
You don't, brother, you don't even know me. You don't know
I
how
don't
I
need.
get
I'm
down. You don't
listening
know
to
what I
you.
do.
I'm
You
listening
don't
to
know.
you. I'm
Yeah.
listening.
What do
So
you okay?
rather than talk about how she engaged in that fight,
Mm-hmm.
you want to call it
Mm-hmm.
staged. So I'm
Yeah, I call
listening
it
to you,
staged.
bro. You not
Okay.
like that. You not
You
like
don't know
that.
what I'm like, brother.
You rather call
Brother,
it
you don't
fake
know
than
what I'm
call it
like.
reality. So if a
You know
white
what I'm
person
like,
ran up,
bro.
so if a white
You
person ran
don't
up
know
on
what
you and
I'm like.
disrespected you, if a white person ran up on you and disrespected you, you would call it a phony
Mm-hmm.
or a fake. Well, that's staged, and you would not engage in your civil rights of protecting
You
yourself.
don't know. You don't understand context.
I'm
You don't
listening to you,
understand
dog.
context. You keep on trying to compare
Now we
apples
down
and
to
oranges.
context. Now we down to context.
That's not
I'm
even the
talking about
same
reality.
comparison.
I'm
That's
not
not an
talking
equal
about
comparison,
context.
bro.
I'm
That's
talking
not an
about
equal
reality. I
comparison.
don't want to
That's
compare.
not
I'm talking
equal.
about what happened.
You don't know what you don't have a
Compare
good
and
grasp. You
contrast.
don't have a
In
good
reality,
grasp.
she
You don't have
fought
a
for
good
her.
grasp of
Platt, I don't want to
context,
argue
bro.
with this dude. I don't want to argue with this
You
dude. And
can't
Platt,
argue
and
with me. You can't
I'm not
argue with me
trying to.
because you
There's no
sound
need
dumb.
to.
You
I don't
sound
want to be.
dumb,
I'm
bro.
not dumb. You
If
just
I'm a
weak.
politician,
I'll be dumb, but you weak. See, she
you
was
weak.
like Harvey
You
Dent.
weak. You
Hey, yo,
talking
Platt, you
shit
remember like
because
Black Knight? You
you
remember
sitting up
Harvey
here trying
Dent?
to
You remember
co-sign
when that
something
dude
that I don't
pulled up on
agree
Harvey?
with, and
You remember
because I
that
don't
dude?
agree with it, you
Yo,
gonna
bro,
try
chill.
to you gonna
Can
try
I
to
talk to
you
Platt
gonna
for a
try
second?
try to cast
Can I talk
aspersions
to
on me
Platt for
because
a
I don't
second?
agree with your
Hey,
opinion,
that's
nigga.
okay.
You're
That's
not gonna
okay.
make me agree with your
That's
opinion.
okay. That's
All right,
okay.
then.
We can get back to it
Deal with
later.
it, nigga. Deal
But
with it.
Platt, you remember in the Black Knight, in a Dark Knight, right? When Harvey Dent was talking to those prosecutors and everything, and he was trying to prosecute those bad gang members, right? The horrible people. And dude pulled up, and Harvey Dent took the weapon from the dude and said, "No, we're gonna continue this lawsuit. We're gonna continue this pursuit towards righteousness and justice." And like she had a Harvey Dent, almost two-faced situation right then. So y'all gonna mess around and turn Ilhan Umar into what y'all actually are scared she is. She gonna
And
Harvey
what is
Dent
that?
y'all.
The
What
best
She
is
thing
gonna
to
she?
Harvey
do,
Dent y'all.
the best
She's
thing
not a
to do,
prosecutor.
hold up, the best thing to do with this, if you're a hardcore conservative, is to, wish her, prayers to her family. We don't support any political violence against any official, and then leave it alone. But if they get on there and they start making a big deal out of it, they got this woman. What happened to her? I can see her easily become a senator. Man, I hesitate to say about president, perhaps a vice president, because they're going to show that clip to the end of time.
No, well, look, what I would say is that look, I agree with you, Platt. Look, political violence is never the answer to anything. It just creates more discourse between the parties itself. But as far as her, like, being a senator, look, I think there has to be a lot of questions that have to be answered regarding the defrauding of the government, right? I would definitely, again, any elected official up there in the state of Minnesota, I would be questioning them to understand how could this happen on your watch. So I wouldn't straight up accuse, I wouldn't be accusatory to say you knew directly what happened, but I would question to say, how did this happen on your watch? I understand there's bad actors and things like that, but you have been put in a place to regulate policies, protocol, and procedure, but yet the tune of close to $9 billion walked out of your state and was defrauded from all Americans. So, to thrust her up, to the seat of Senate, I would be very cautious on that, to be like, look, there has to be some answers. There's some things that have to be
Oh,
vetted,
we'll
and
see. You're
you
right.
need to answer some
You're
questions.
exactly right, brother. I mean, like, you can't wake up and become a senator. So she's going to have to be vetted and all of that stuff. But I'm just saying, this particular incident, it's this, when it's like this, and look, she stood in the heat. When the heat came, she stood against it. She ran that dude off. And not
She
only that,
did, Platt. I
hold on,
agree.
not only that, whether you like it or not, and this is what Negroes got to understand. Not only that, she also is a woman. She's a mother. She's married. She's a married 43-year-old mother who would put up about to whoop the shit out of a dude who came at her wrong. That's going to fall, it's going to help her with women.
It is. It is. And they vote more than men, and there's more women, and they vote more than men. And honestly, Platt, yo, when I'm talking to these niggas on these panels, I think I vote for her too. And these niggas will call me a beta for that shit, but I'd rather vote for her than any of these niggas on these panels making excuses for that white man that ran up on her with that strange substance.
Well, hold up. I
Dude,
wouldn't.
you want?
Well,
Why
that's
don't
a
you
no
start
for
your
me.
own
Hold up. I
channel,
wouldn't.
bro?
Well, I wouldn't vote for her. I wouldn't, but I will acknowledge that she stood she showed courage under fire, and courage under fire is a big deal in America. It's certainly a big deal in the military. And we know I'm looking at the chat. I don't know, probably bots in there talking crazy. She showed courage under fire, and also she's someone. Hold up. That in itself, this is still America, right? And there's going to be people who don't want people like her and black people to show courage under fire because it goes against the stereotype.
Which senator is she going to replace?
We're supposed to be cowardly and all that. Well, she's going to have to find out which one she's going after.
It's two white women. She ain't going to beat two white women. You got Tina Smith and Amy Klobuchar.
We'll see, brother. That remains to be seen.
It remains to be seen because, like, I'm not pro Somali, but I am pro American. And what she did, see, these white women hiding behind American bureaucracy. What she did is she stood in the front like that. I agree with you, Platt. That was some real frontline shit she did, dog. Like she could have dropped to her knees and put her hands up, like like the white woman in distress. But like she became she became a Wonder Woman in real life, my nigga, and went back. She fought back, nigga.
Hold up, there's a possibility. If the View and others overdo it now, because then you're right, then it becomes like that's Wonder Woman. Come on, that's too much.
No, I'm going there, Platt. I'm going there,
Platt. Show.
I'm going there, Platt. She went full Wonder Woman, dog. Because like a lot of women would have cowered and fell to their knees, and like and that gives into that gives into that red pill.
Hey, God,
nah, here I go, Play. Here I go, nigga. I'm crashing out. I'm about to crash out real quick. I'm about to crash out.
God,
I'm about to crash out real quick. I'm gonna crash out. Let me crash out, dog. Like a lot of these women would have fell to their knees, fell to their back, and cowered down to that white supremacy. But then she stood up in there and she did a hee-ah. And she took a couple of more steps, my nigga. She was ready to fight, my nigga. Let's go.
Hey, I can tell you
because she been trained as a kid to hijack oil tankers and shit. Her and her brothers, man.
That's wild, man.
That's what we're at. Come on, man.
Look, what I will say, hey, that fighting stance was undesirable at best. But look, like I said, I'm like Platt, man. Look, I give her courage for not cowering away. Look, people believe it to be staged. I am not one to believe it to be staged. I think it was more so like a fight or flight type of thing. She looking at somebody that looks unrecognizable to her, pointing something in her face, and she didn't cower away from it. And so I can commend that. Look, if it comes out to be staged later on, look, politics is a dirty game. I don't put nothing past anyone, right? Because I believe the attempt on Donald Trump was staged.
Here we are about to ask you that.
His rally, but that's just me, and some people believe it not to be, right? But regardless of the fact, in this moment right here from the clip that's being shown, she didn't cower away, but I will critique her stance. Like that's a crazy stance. Like,
can I ask you a question, brother? Can I ask you a question? Can a staged event go wrong? We've seen this with that nigga Alex Baldwin, and the Crow, and people getting hurt on set. Like, can a staged event go wrong?
Absolutely, yeah.
So therefore, even if it was staged, it went wrong, dog. Can you tell a bad joke? Can you make a bad movie? Can you stage a bad event?
It went right. It went right.
It did not go right.
Nobody got hurt.
It did not go right.
And it showed her.
It went left. It went left. It went actually. It went left. I agree with Platt. It went left. It didn't go right. It went left. It made her like a stronger left wing woman.
That's what they wanted to do. That's what they wanted to do.
Hold on. And with and this is what it's like. People don't. I don't get the world we live in now. But like Jasmine Crockett, right? Will she lose her seat? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But what I'm saying,
it's over.
It's looking like it.
Okay. So when she's
set her up.
When she's speaking out, right? she's speaking out against this administration, right? So that comes across as she's standing up for her constituents, her people, for the people she reps, right? So you add Ilhan, and Ilhan really, she's Somali or whatever, but you add this to that, you got the AOC, you add that, and I don't know about the woman that's bald. I don't know her name or whatever. I don't know what she's done, but and I know it's a collective group. It's gonna be hard to beat them, man. Now hold up, when I say that, motherfuckers think I'm down there voting. I'm not voting for none of them. I'm just saying they're gonna be hard. They're gonna be
Hey,
hard to
Platt,
beat.
Platt, you know what the
Platt said, "I
big
ain't
difference?
vote for
You know
none
what
of
the big
that."
difference is, though, bro? The big difference between AOC, Ilhan Omar, and Jasmine Crockett is this: Ilhan and AOC have support, grassroots support from their people. Jasmine Crockett has split support from black people.
Mm. Well, do black people want representation or no?
We do, but we want her to carry our message. And basically what
And
we're seeing is Jasmine.
hold up. Now she's a Democrat, but hold up. What message do you want her to carry?
Jasmine is for a lot of Latino Hispanics
I'm gonna say
because
this again. Hold up. I'm gonna say it again.
that's the
You
majority
know,
of her constituency.
well,
That was the majority of her constituency.
okay. But what I'm saying is, you say you want her to carry a message for Black America.
Yes.
She is a Democrat, though, right?
Yeah,
That's correct.
that's not a prerequisite for carrying a message for being for
But
black.
the
You're
problem
not
is the problem. See, Platt,
you cannot be a Democrat and you go against what they're about.
and
Yeah,
Platt,
you
when they fail
can.
to
You
realize,
can.
are you from Texas? I'm in Texas right now, though. Are you from Texas? Are you in Texas?
I'm
No, I
from
got people
Texas,
down
but
there.
I actually reside
I
in North
got people
Carolina
down
now.
there.
I say so Texas, right? I'm from North Carolina, but I live in Texas. It's actually it's opposite, right?
The
Texas, right?
opposite, yeah.
I'm from East North Carolina, right? So I never got exposed to Mexicans like that until I moved to Texas.
Yeah.
And if you are Jasmine Crockett and you are representing any form of Texas, there's no way you misrepresent Mexicans. You just it's almost like a black and brown. I actually have a Mexican. I actually have a kid with a Mexican woman. Like, there's no way that you bypass the Mexican, black and Mexican. It like it's just there, dog. Like, there's no like boots on the ground. There's no way around it.
Yeah, if you are a representative, you're supposed to represent your constituency. If it's 80% Latino, then that's who you represent. Unless you move and whatever, find a place you can run. If you want to just say, "Hey, I want to represent a majority Black district," you got to put yourself in a majority Black district. But you can't have a Black agenda. Hey, man, I'm 100% for reparations and I'm for Black people and black, and you're running in a Latino district. Why would they vote for you? And you're going to have other people running.
Well, her district got redistricted, so she don't have a district anymore.
We don't even know
and
if
that's
that's
why, and that's why she's running for Senate.
No matter how
And she's
much
about
you
to,
read this, no matter how much you redistrict Texas, you're going to be dealing with the Hispanic
the
vote.
Hispanics. Yep,
There's
I
no
get it.
way.
But they,
There's no way
yeah,
around it. There's no way around
yeah.
it, dog.
I honestly, honest to God, man, I really think that instead of her running for Senate, she should have ran for Attorney General. Because Ken Paxton, the
She
Attorney
wasn't
General
Ken
currently,
Paxton. Ken Paxton. He was burning.
he,
He was burning. He was burning dumpsters with Donald Trump. They were burning dumpsters together. You remember that shit? But
yep,
Ken Paxton so dirty and so tied in with Greg
they
Abbott.
need to,
Like, she can't take that. Like, in order to take down Ken Paxton, you got to be willing to risk your life, nigga. And I don't think
but
she should do that. I don't think she
Pastor,
should do that.
Pastor, I honestly think out of all years, this would have been a year because I think the current governor down there, old Hot Wheels, man,
Man, they
after the
tried to impeach Ken
I
Paxton, but his
I
wife was on the board that helped impeach him
I
and kept
got
him in
you,
office
but
when he was doing all that dirty work. Ken Paxton is one of the y'all think Donald Trump next. Y'all not ready to deal with a Ken Paxton. Like
He
I
untouchable.
I got I
like
got
y'all
you.
not ready for that type of smoke, dog.
I got you. But after what happened last year with those campers down there, I forget the name of the city. Outside of
When
Kerrville.
they got flooded.
Yeah. When that
Yeah.
happened, that has changed a lot of people's minds about the governor, about the attorney general, because of all of the discord and the money and things like that. I think this would have been the year to go after the attorney general.
Have you
That's
seen the
my question.
commercial? Have you seen the commercials for Attorney General and the commercials for mayor? I mean the governor of Texas. All of them try to tie themselves to the Trump just as much as Greg Hot Wheel Abbott's. Don't
Yeah.
forget, Greg Hot Wheel Abbott's let all those people come through Eagle Pass, and he put barcodes on them and sent them to
Mhm.
St. Margaret logo, St. Margaret law. He sent them all throughout the country. And now they hunting these people down and causing chaos throughout our country. They hunt
Yep.
they supposed to they hunting down the people that Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton shipped through this country, and it's causing chaos in this country.
Yeah.
See Renee Good and Alex Pretti wouldn't and it would not have happened if Greg Abbott would not have shipped these people all throughout this country, including Atlanta, Maine, Vermont, Minnesota, California,
Chicago.
parts
Yeah.
of Texas, Chicago. What was it? Martha's Vineyard, parts of California,
Charlotte. Yeah, they sent them all
Charlotte, Texas,
everywhere. Yeah. They
all
sent them
everywhere, everywhere. It wouldn't have happened unless you let it happen.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's why I
well,
said
it
this would
happened.
have been the year, but man,
No,
I'm
it
glad.
happened, and but yeah, but Pastor, you saw the video right here, right here.
Hey, that stance nasty work, man.
Ain't that
That's that
something?
that
Yeah,
stance
I
nasty
see.
work,
See,
man.
Platt. She had perfect
Now
body
hold up.
mechanics.
Yeah.
She
What?
stepped
No,
out.
Pastor,
But
no.
see, this is the problem, right? We live in America, right? They're gonna have to make people believe that some kind of way she was bad. It's gonna be hard to do that because she's doing something that we as Americans we pride ourselves in, that courage under fire. When she was threatened, she stood up against the threat.
Exactly, Platt.
Yes, and see, that's what I'm saying. I get it. I get it. Okay, you don't like her and all that stuff. That don't mean she didn't show courage under fire. And then that makes me remember the if you read the history of Black Americans, many of those Black Americans were valiant. They went into war. They were valiant, but they weren't given their awards because they were Black. And I'm saying
Exactly.
I'm looking at niggas that are harboring the same type of hatred and racism toward this woman. I get it, man. You don't like immigration and all of that and all of that. I get all of that. But come on, man. Are we serious, man? The woman is showing courage under fire. And I expect to hear that shit on Fox News. I expect Fox News to be Fox News, Newsmax and all that bullshit. But I'd be like, dude, are we serious, man? This
Niggas is serious.
someone came to try to harm this woman. And she
Yo, niggas
stood
is serious, Platt.
and
And
she
she had
stood
perfect.
no, she stood up in the face of that and she met the strength. She met the threat with strength. Isn't that what we're
Exactly.
about?
Wonder Woman. She was a Wonder Woman.
I wouldn't go
I'm
that
going
far.
with it, Platt. She was
But
a
like I
Wonder
said,
Woman.
she ain't
Platt,
coward.
yo, Platt, play that back. Did you see her perfect strike? She stepped like she didn't step in. She stepped out. When you step out, you close the distance. This is true fighter shit. Y'all not fighters. Y'all not fighters, right? She stepped out. So she stepped out and came with her power hand. So you niggas is not fighters like that. So y'all would have stepped in and got clobbered. She stepped out and closed distance and came with that other hand, bro. Like yo, she went Wonder Woman, dog. I've been Platt. I've been manosphere talking trash about these women
Mhm.
for a long time. Platt. You know me, right?
Yeah, I've heard
So
you, bro.
me saying this is not me simping. I'm keeping it gangster with y'all, nigga. She
Are you
went Wonder
something
Woman.
yeah, it's a married woman, 43 years old with kids. Nobody's just saying that we watching what we happen on camera, but that's fine though, because we've moved to this point now where you can't disagree with anything. So basically, they tell you your opinion, and they got these dumb niggas. They tell them to hate immigrants while they keep getting played. They keep playing these niggas like fiddles. Go ahead, man. You're right. You're gonna find out.
Yeah, like
Yo,
I
real
said,
talk, yo. I got respect. I got a little bit more respect for Somalis because I was on my FBA. Because I'm FBA from North Carolina, moved to Texas, all
Mhm.
about the South. But I actually, even though I'm not Somali first, I'm South first. But let me tell you though, I got a little bit more respect for Somalis with
Mhm.
how Ilhan Umar handled that shit. Play. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like these
Mhm.
niggas, I really got a whole lot more respect for that culture because their culture could have built a weak woman that would have fell to her knees or her back or cried or ran to the arms of an Arab. The dude, I think her security dude was an Arab dude, and it
No,
was
I
like
got you. Hold on, Pat. I got you. And she's showing courage under fire. My thing, I am a man. When the men gonna show me that? They want you, if you're a black man, they want you to blindly support the men in the Trump administration. Why? They're not showing me courage under fire. Oh, well, they're men. What's that supposed to mean?
no, they spraying women, Platt. They spraying women with strange substance. You got it.
yeah,
Show me when are the men gonna show me courage under fire? I don't see it. Yeah, they can send somebody to do their work, but where's the courage? She's showing courage under fire. Somebody came out and she went after that person. You
yeah,
see
that
what
was
I'm
bad.
saying? They don't hold up. I'm a black man. See, they don't want you. You can get my support, but you got to earn it. I'm not going to give you my support just because. I want to see some courage under fire. I see it coming from her. Why can't it come from the men in that administration? The Marco, what Rubio, and all of them guys, all of the guys, the JD Vances. Where's the courage under fire?
Yeah,
We
hey,
hear about hold up. We hear about
JD Vance
DEI.
crazy, man.
We hear about DEI every 5 fucking seconds. How you don't like DEI? Where's the courage under fire?
Those Somali women just became sexy to me, Platt.
I'm sure
Like,
you
like,
do. I knew that would motivate you. I bet
yeah,
you
yeah.
you up now.
I
I
ain't even
got.
gonna lie, Platt. Yo, like,
I
oh,
know.
like y'all didn't give me a Somali bitch, yo. Like that
You got
shit, like
you
that
got
shit
you
kind of
up.
like
You
trash.
Yeah.
Like,
tripping,
oh
dog.
wow.
Well,
You
just
tripping,
so
man.
that's not uncommon for men. What I'm saying, to be aroused by this type of behavior from women. So it's not my thing, but I've heard that from other men say that. So they let them
Yeah,
fight. A lot of dudes, they stand in the cut. They like when their girls fight because it gets them up.
Nah, I ain't gonna stand in the cup. I'm gonna be up in the mix with her, but like that, I like that shit though. Like she might throw a karate kick, like she can get them legs up, Platt. Like I ain't even mad. Like Platt, I ain't even mad at her right
I
now.
only know she is 43 years old and married. I don't really.
Well, no, I'm not talking about her, but I'm talking about Somali chick, right? Not in particularly her, but like if the fight like that exists in her, well, the fight might exist in all them
Yeah, but
Somali
that's the
chicks.
thing.
They might
I'm
put up a wah, 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 wah.
I'm finna block this dude right here, right? He's a troll. He said black people in this country are so gullible and want to hold hands with everybody when other foreigners. Look at this. Foreigners don't care about the black Americans. Are you a stupid? You're a stupid motherfucker. It ain't the foreigner that's the problem against black Americans. You stupid nigga.
yeah. That's why I said look. I never focused on like the foreigners, man. I
Yeah,
focused
niggas
on
sit
the
up there
white
talking about
agenda, man.
foreigners for hours. What about them?
It's the
Who
it's,
bought them? Who bought them here?
it's the white agenda. Look, whether you say it's a Democratic agenda or Republican agenda, look, it's an agenda of a white person's mindset. They benefit greatly from it. Like this whole shock and awe of them running up in these cities and getting out these illegals and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Everybody always revert back to Joe Biden's administration and say somebody threw out 20 million, and I'm like, where you get the number from
Why,
if
bro?
they're undocumented kind of situation. But look, you have to go back administration. You have to go back to Trump's first administration. You have to go back
Don't do
to
that. Oh, can't do
Bush
that.
first administration. I
Hold
mean,
up, hold
look,
up,
there's
hold up, man. Hold up. Trump is God. You can't criticize Trump.
No, they kept that. They kept that border
oh
porous.
man.
They kept that border porous. They kept that border porous in Texas. And I'm not saying porous, POOREST. I mean porous, like a rock can take in, like this whole rock solid border that we have is porous. It can take in substance. So we got rock water. And like this, and let me tell you something. Y'all fell for this, man. Yeah, like I fell for a little bit, but see, I had to see a lot of brothers be against these immigrants when Greg Abbott, Donald Trump, and they brought all these people in here. They
Oh, hold on. Don't
and
forget
then
about Ron. Don't forget about Ron DeSantis down in Florida.
Ron DeSantis, all
Yeah.
these people brought these people in here, and then they fake this. They fake this. We're gonna get we're gonna remigrate these people. They try to fake like they was Obama.
Yep.
They be talking trash about Biden and then Obama. But last I checked, because I'm in the stock market, Plat, the stock market was not looking bad under Biden. The last I checked, immigration was not thriving under Obama, but yet they bring these people up as as a failure when these people were kind of winning.
You know
Like
what?
these people were kind of winning.
No, hold up, Pastor. And the way I look at that, because as an individual, you got to go out there, look, do your research, vote for who you want to vote for. What they do to the Negro, it's almost like when the Negro got the right to vote, they would go up to him and say, Leon, this foolishness. Who's that? Who was that man come out here? Oh, sir, he was talking about me voting. Leon, what you need to vote for? Don't listen to him. You don't need to be out here voting. Have I been good to you, Leon? And that's how these dudes try to get you to vote or turn you a certain kind of way and ignore your own eyes. Man, they just laid down 2 people in Minnesota, ICE agents. Them ain't no illegals. You know, they put 2 people in the ground. Fuck you mean? I know who I got sense. I know what's right and what's wrong. Not voting for no motherfucker that's putting my life at risk. I love America, brother. I ride around. I like living here. I'm not under fucking fire and living in no goddamn police state. While the wealthy,
I love this
while
shit
the
too, Plat.
wealthy, while the wealthy live like gods.
I love this shit too, Plat.
Yeah.
I love riding around Southern America. I love going back to North Carolina, riding around by the beach, eastern North Carolina, where I'm from. I love even going to Western North Carolina and around through the Appalachian. I love I 95, 35, 45, I 10, I 40. Boy, I
Hey,
love our
shout out to I-10, baby.
highways.
Yeah.
Boy, I
So that
love all our highways.
uh-huh.
I love
And
everything about this
hey,
country.
hold up, brother. Yeah, just like Roland Martin, Democrats paid him to be a Democratic supporter, right, and influencer. And there are other guys, right? You don't think that Trump pays influencers?
Absolutely.
Okay, some of these niggas running around on YouTube, they're being paid by Trump. That's why they're pushing that bullshit. But if you want to get influenced like that, that's on you, man. That's what I'm saying. There's some stupid motherfuckers out here, bro. What this woman did is admirable, and I'm impressed. Under fire, courage under fire. You fucking niggas wouldn't understand what that is. You niggas is listening to your NBA young boy. You too busy looking on OnlyFans beating off, and you're too busy listening. You don't know what a man is, dumb nigga. You can't tell. This is courage. This real courage. This ain't no motherfucker hiding behind his security. This somebody who say, yeah, you bring it to me, I bring it to you. And you motherfuckers don't like it because you don't like her. And you want me to be stupid like you and blindly be against this woman for what? First of all, I don't live in Minnesota. And 2, I didn't even know she did anything. I knew who she was, but I'm supposed to blindly be against her. Why? Because you telling me so. Fuck you. I vote as I please, nigga.
See, Plat, these some Wizard of Oz cowardly
What
lion
the
niggas.
hell?
They some Wizard of Oz cowardly lion niggas up the yellow brick road looking niggas, right?
Hey, Pat.
And like, yeah, you cowardly lion. Wizard of Oz looking nigga, and she looking like Dorothy over you niggas. Leading you through the yellow brick
Okay,
road, boy.
hold up, Alex, hold up. Go ahead, brother.
Now, I was
Yeah,
gonna say is like y'all was commenting on the Texas voting population. People don't realize the Hispanic people are like the majority in Texas, but they vote Republican. You know what I'm saying? There's Hispanics that have been there second, third, fourth generation, even going back before it was a part of it was Mexico. So some of them are like born bred Texan, and they vote Republican. You know what I'm saying? You can't be viewing all Hispanics as one. So the Hispanics in Texas is going to be different from the Hispanics in California. The
They can
ones
vote.
in California, they're more liberal.
Buck,
The
Buck,
Hispanics, go ahead.
they can vote for whomever they choose, but we're not here. We're not partisans. They can vote for whomever they choose. The only thing we did this stream was to acknowledge this woman showed courage under fire. And I thought that's what this country was about. Courage under fire. When you go to war, you want your fellow man to be willing to put his life down. You don't want him running. Hey man, here comes the fight. Oh shit, I'm out of here now. No. Courage under fire. And we moved so far that now we don't respect courage under fire? And don't give me the View. The View gonna do what they do every morning. Of course they're gonna overdo it. I hope they don't. Because if they turn her into Wonder Woman, you're right, it's gonna be a bad thing. But standing up against a threat, that's what we want. That's what we encourage. It's really supposed to come from the men. Unfortunately, the women now are showing courage under fire. I don't see these men doing it.
Hey, Pat, let me ask you this. You know what's crazy about this chick that got the liquid thrown at her? The same people who were saying RIP Charles Kirk, some of them are saying, oh, she deserves it. And I'm like, bro, you can't be picking and choosing. Is what I'm saying? It's like what like to enhance use some kind of violence against the political people. Is what I'm
but
saying? And
see,
it's
but
like,
see, but see, but see, that's the play. If you were to say that what happened to Trump was staged, if you were to say what happened to Charlie Kirk was staged, you would lose your job.
Yeah, hold on. Well, Candace said that about Charlie Kirk. But we don't need to go down there, man. And there's always gonna be people who say, okay, it's staged. All right, that ain't what I saw, but I get it. They say it's staged. But go ahead, Jay.
Yo, what up, everybody? What up,
Yeah, what's
everybody?
up?
How y'all
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. I agree with what the brother was just saying just now. I do not think at all that the same people that were for Charlie Kirk should be against this, or they shouldn't flip flop like that. There should be no difference in opinion. Like you should, if it's wrong, it's wrong. It
Yep.
shouldn't be right because your favorite is my. That's just bull. I don't like that at all, man.
yeah, this morning I was going through Fox News this morning because I watch all kind of news outlet. And I was looking at the comments, Fox News, and they were like, "Oh, she deserves it." And I'm like, "These are the same motherfuckers that were saying liberals do violent shit." And I'm like, "Y'all hypocrites because y'all was 6 months ago, y'all was saying the same thing about Charles Kirk." You know
It's
what I'm saying? It's
cool.
like you can't
It's
be
cool.
picking and choosing. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool when I do it. It's a problem when they. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like rappers, like that's just why you gotta love the streets, yo. Shout to Platt and shout to the streets. Shout to people that really talk this real talk, man. When you as a underling or underlying person do it, it's a problem. When they do it and they empower, it's normal. It's regular. So, and that's why I disagree with these MAGA and these Trumpsters on that. See, I'm an American first, dog. Like I'm an American first, and that's the reason why I can like put that MAGA stuff aside and be like, you know what? Ilhan Omar was a Wonder Woman, and she fought for American pride. Y'all got it.
Look, I wouldn't say Wonder Woman. Again, I applaud her for her courage under fire, man. That can't be understated for sure. Um, it's just like I said. It's political violence is never. It's never should never be. a thing. But unfortunately, in
It
this
says,
current
you,
America that we live in, it's a
mhm.
thing.
It says right here, yeah, nobody supports political violence, but it says right here, men who show extraordinary courage under fire are honored through prestigious military and civilian awards, such as the Congressional Medal of Honor.
So,
And the Medal of
what do y'all think's
Valor,
gonna happen next?
the Medal of Valor for public safety officers, and the Carnegie Medal for Civilian Heroism. This recognition honors individuals who risk their lives to save others.
Hello?
This is a big deal. This is
I
a big
think she, I
deal.
think she, I agree with you. I think she deserves an award for
Mhm.
her courageous.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Um,
Time out.
yes, yes, yeah,
An
yeah,
award. I
yeah,
won't be
yeah.
awarded
Wonder
no
Woman,
more.
yeah, a Wonder Woman. Because let me tell you something. If a man did this in war, he would get a Purple Heart.
Nah, I mean, I think
And
his
we are
victims
in,
do
and we are
coverage that
Hold
in.
up, hold up,
deserve it.
hold up, hold up. We hope not. We hope
We
he
hope
don't.
not. We hope not. We hope not. We hope.
Pastor, no. We hope he doesn't get a Purple Heart. You get a Purple Heart for getting wounded in combat. Uh, Showing courage under fire is what you all should do. You
No,
know,
but see,
it may never meet the level of a Medal of Honor. It don't have to be that, that big a deal. But jumping on a grenade and saving 15 other men, that's Medal of Honor type heroism. So, but you don't have to be that. We get that. That's what I'm saying. Courage under fire. Courage, coward under fire would see the grenade and run, and everybody gets popped. And but you guys don't get it though, man. You don't get it. You don't get it.
play that man could have had bigger intentions. Like he sprayed the substance.
Yeah,
He
we
could
don't,
have.
and we don't know what's going to happen with that. That can have lingering effects. They got to figure out what that is because you can get that stuff on you in 3-4 days. You're sick. We don't know what that was.
The PTSD and what made him come up with this concoction. See, this is different than a Molly cough. It's different than a Molly cough.
We
What concoction did he put it?
Pastor, they're going to
Mhm.
look. They're going to look at it, brother.
They need to. They need to. But see, and I agree with the people. You know what? Play. I actually agree with the people that
Hold up,
told her that.
hold up, man. Hold up. Look, he says Ilhan Omar father was conducting. What the hell does that have to do with what happened to her at the town hall? See, that makes me wonder what is it about this woman you guys are so afraid of that you got to spread bullshit and stuff. What is it about this woman that has you niggas so afraid? Something about this woman has these niggas horrified, horrified of her.
Yeah, one of the reports that I read, it said people in the crowd said it had a vinegar-based smell to it. Now I know you can use vinegar to dilute other substance, so who knows what's truly in the substance? But early reports said there were smells of vinegar associated with it. Honestly, like when I was watching, I was like, damn, he probably like squirted some piss on her or something, something like that. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe it was urine or something like that. But early reports kind of
Well,
said it had a vinegar smell.
vinegar can be. You can hide the smell of sulfur
Yeah, but
or
that's why I said it could
behind
be
vinegar.
Well,
it
we
could be a numerous amount of substance that could be diluted with vinegar. But that's what people say they smelt. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
vinegar's a diluter, but it's also a so when you say dilute, that means expand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, there you go. There you go. But
Yeah,
So
because
it
I
so
think there was intent to
well,
harm. Pastor, I'm
hold
with
on,
you. I think it was intent to harm.
because vinegar expands so much that people in the country use it as a diuretic to help control their blood pressure, sweat off bad water, bad weight.
I got you.
So
Hold up, Pastor.
mhm.
We made our point. We want to get this out. And so what we're gonna do is go ahead and stop and and we can go ahead and but we'll let you have the last word though, Pastor. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, y'all say it was vinegar based, and y'all play it down. And this is what me and Platt was trying to tell y'all. Y'all keep playing around and trying to extinguish what this man has done, which is being apologetic. And what me and Platt is telling y'all that is it was diluting, it was explosive what he did, and y'all want to try to extinguish it. You got it, Platt.
No, I got you. All right, man. We made our point. We appreciate you, JR, man. We came up. It was some heated
All
conversation,
right,
but
Platt.
that's what political discord has become now in this age. Now we're one American is against another now. Oh, she's not American. She's a Somali American, but now we got one American against the other, right? That's what we're doing now. When there was an individual, he went in there to cause harm to this woman. She's a U.S. representative. Didn't we just have the thing with Charlie Kirk, political discord? Who's encouraging all of the hatred against this woman to motivate people to go in there and try to cause harm to her? Who's out there doing it? Is that what we've become now? It's okay to harm your neighbor now? What happened to proud to be an American? At least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. What happened to that? Have we forgot about that? Does that no longer matter now? Is it all about what side, Joe Biden every 5 fucking minutes? Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden? We've lost our way, brother. We've lost our way. And I'm out, man.